The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports.
To the end zone. Touchdown. Fond du Lac. 40. He's gone. 30. 20. Touchdown. Spring.
Radio Plus Sports. Recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence as the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
And the Fond du Lac Cardinals have snapped Kimberly's 70-game winning streak.
High school games video streaming live at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's right. Watch the biggest games live, too.
Touchdown, Fond du Lac!
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Bondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Radom & Stone The Landscape, the offices of Everson and Gibbs, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center, Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly, DDS,
Condex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Birth, Marian University.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good Friday evening to you. Jordan King with you here in the press box. Lomira, Wisconsin is the site of tonight's Flyway Conference kickoff game between the Flyway, a couple of teams in the Flyway that finished right in the middle of the Flyway last season. If you go back to last season, the 2021 fall season, WLA and Lomira played the last game of the conference season, and the winner of that game was going to qualify for postseason. WLA able to win that game, went into the postseason, finishing off their 5-5 campaign a season ago down in the Racine area, but playoffs was a big deal for Winnebago Lutheran under Coach Kevin Lair, and they were able to get it done against Lomira. Gave up a couple onside kicks late in that game, as my memory serves me right, and just a tremendous flyway contest to close out last season. So moving into this season, the Vikings come in 2-0, spotless. Last season they were 1-1 in the non-conference, split with KML and Chilton. This year they beat both Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Chilton. Week 1, Kettle came up to WLA. WLA disposed of them 20-13. Strong second half in that game, coming from behind. And then just a week ago, went up to Chilton and took care of Chilton 21-14. Meanwhile, Lomira 1-1 on the year. Really got their teeth kicked in last week. It was a 46-12 loss to Southern Door after starting off the season hot, 53-7 week 1 over Hustisford Horicon there in week 1. So 1-1 for them. But as is the case every season, you start off the Flyway Conference slate with a clean slate, and so an opportunity for the Lions to get back on the winning track against the Vikings here tonight. Should be a good one. We're going to come back, take an early timeout, and when we do, we will catch up with Coach Brian Gregory. He's the head coach for the Lomira Lions. That's next. You're listening to the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Jim Dryfrist. I am one of the owners of Dufresne Moving and Storage. My grandfather started the business in 1931 with horse and wagon, and now we're a fourth-generation company and have everything from Sprinter vans to 53-foot semis. We service the local community for both residential and commercial products.
Hi, my name is Craig. I do the estimating for Dufresne Moving and Storage. I will come into the home, take a look at what you want us to move. We do all 48 states. We also do local, and I will give you the estimate before I leave. Whether it's commercial or residential, you'll have a ballpark idea of what the move will cost. We also offer short-term storage with our storage on truck option. We also have long-term storage with our climate-controlled vault system. One of the unique characteristics of Dufresne is is we have a dedicated permanent staff that's willing to go that extra mile for you. Call the office, the girls set me up with an estimate, and I'll be knocking on your door.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned, custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Welcome back to Lomira, Wisconsin. Start of the Flyway Conference season for both Winnebago Lutheran Academy and the Lomira Lions. 18 minutes or thereabouts, a little bit more than that until kickoff here at Lomira, and they're doing the coin flip at midfield. Week one couldn't have been any better for the Lions, 53-7, and then did not go the same way in week two. A good Southern Door team pounded the Lions 46-12. Earlier this week, Nick caught up with Lomira head coach Brian Gregory. 1 minute of timeouts. We'll be right back, and you'll hear from Coach Gregory. That'll be the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. So stick around. That's up next. You're watching high school football, Flyway football, on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Real memories deserve real cameras.
This is our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today with Fondy Family Dental. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues. Radio Plus Video Sports, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, and Lomira tonight. Joining us now is head coach Brian Gregory of the Lomira Lions. Coach, a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me. How are you doing today?
Just fine. Thank you. Okay, so the Lions are 1-1, but before we get into the matchup with Winnebago Lutheran Academy here, talk about the offseason. Talk about the first couple of games of the campaign for the Lions.
Yeah, with the new coaching staff in place this year, we've been preaching a new era to the kids and kind of a culture change and kind of taking that next step forward in a really tough conference. And we got a good core group of kids that have really bought into the weight room and everything that we're trying to do in the direction we're trying to take the program. So, we're excited for the opportunity this year. It's kind of an exciting time to be a part of Lomira football, and we're excited to see what the kids can do this year.
Brian, talk about the number of guys coming back for the Lions. The Lions, are they deep?
We have depth at certain positions. We did lose quite a bit from last year. We do have a lot of returning guys that are looking to step up and play some bigger roles this year. We have a good underclassmen group, where we're playing 5 sophomores on offense and defense. So we got, a core group of guys that are really bought in and trying to do what we're asking them to do.
Went 4-5 a season ago, 3-4 in conference play. Lions trying to get back to the playoffs. 1-1 this early go of the season against Southern Door, 46-12. A loss this past Friday. A won in week number 1 against Horicon Eustisford, 53-7. So kind of a tale of 2 games here. Where are the Lions at 1-1? Do you think?
I think we fall somewhere right in between. We came out and executed at a high level week 1. Did a lot of good things. The kids kind of showed what we can do on both sides of the ball. Week 2 against Southern Door, very good senior-dominated team who was physical. The big thing we're looking to do moving forward is just kind of clean up the mental aspect of the game. So looking at cutting down on penalties, winning the turnover battle. Field position is a big thing that we did not capitalize on Friday against Southern Door. So just kind of those 3 areas and looking to clean up the mental aspect of the game moving forward.
Coach, I graduated from Lomira back in 2001. And when I was there, we had a very nice field. Okay, the Lions Den. We very nice. It wasn't anywhere near what you guys play in now, which is just a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. How cool is that to play at a venue like this?
Every single time I walk out there to practice, walk out there for a game, I kind of pinch myself that we get to call this home and use this as our facility. But it just speaks to the community. It speaks to the school district. The support there for not just football but athletics is through the roof. So we just have a good group of parents, a good group of our booster club is supportive, administration, everybody in Lomira you can tell is all in and wants these kids to have success.
You welcome Winnebago Lutheran Academy to a beautiful facility on Friday night. What do you know about the Vikings? They're 2-0, but what have you seen from Winnebago Lutheran Academy?
Very well coached team. They returned a lot from last year's playoff team. Obviously you alluded to it came down to the last game of the year last year. Winner earned a playoff berth, so they're a good team. They're physical. They return most of their line. They got skilled guys back. Quarterback's playing well right now, so they're a team that's kind of firing on all cylinders. So I think this will be a good test for our kids to kind of see where we're truly at moving into the tough flyweight conference season.
Brian Gregory, the head coach of the Lomira Lions, he joins us part of the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Any injuries for the Lions of note, Coach?
One kind of major injury in the last. We did lose. Logan Menzer is dealing with a dislocated shoulder now. He was our starting H-back, our starting fullback, and starting inside backer. So a tough kid to lose. He's kind of one of the leaders of our team, really bought it in the offseason, put in the time, so it kind of kills you to see a kid like that lose part of their season here, but we're hoping to get him healthy and get him back as soon as possible here.
Coach, best of luck against Winnebago Lutheran Academy coming up on Friday night.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, that's the head coach, Brian Gregory of the Lomira Lions. Back with more, part of the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. It continues next. Hang on. This is our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today with Fondy Family Dental.
Back here at Lomira Lion territory, and this beautiful turf field that got put in a couple of years ago here at Lomira. And a couple of years ago, I'll tell you what, during that alternate fall season in 2021, after COVID shut down the 2020 season, you were probably watching the best team in the state here with the Lomira Lions. They obviously didn't get to play Amro that season, but it was one of those two in this division. It was Lomira or it was Amro. Those best 2 teams certainly in the flyway and the best 2 teams in this division. And I flip a coin with those 2 teams that year, but Lomira certainly could have laid claim for that. Going to see a lot of Connor Steers in the running and the passing game, as 26 rushing attempts on the season, 22 passing attempts. Moving over to the WLA side of things, we're going to hear from Coach Kevin Lair in just a second. It's a perfect start to the season for them. maybe not perfect on the field, but perfect in the win column. 2-0 on the season, wins over Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Chilton for the Vikings so far this year. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, the second Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview as the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on. Stay with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Now more than ever, hospitality, restaurant, and retail enterprises demand the quality and innovation LK Interior Systems delivers. EIS takes ever-changing design trends and transforms them into meaningful and memorable customer experiences. Take pride in your work and apply at lkinteriorsystems.com.
Hi, I'm Shannon Schill from LK Interior Systems in Fond du Lac. We are thrilled to be adding to our family. Our shift times can be uniquely flexible because we understand that there's life outside of work. Go to lkinteriorsystems.com to learn more about our open positions.
You work hard, you play hard. You're in it to win it. When plumbing problems slow you down, a call to Bernhard only takes a minute. For over 50 years, Bernhard Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to Mayville and surrounding communities. From septic systems and sewers to drains and dairy to new faucets and fixtures, Bernhard Plumbing does it all and does it right. Stay in the game. Make the call. 387-3925. Bernhard Plumbing. Taking a leak and fixing it.
Mishaps like accidents, auto glass chips, and breakage happen. So it's good to know that the new state-of-the-art Holiday Collision and Glass Center is here for you. Count on Team Holiday for expert collision and paintwork, mobile auto glass fixes and replacement, paintless dent repair, and much more.
This is 2022 Heisman candidate Braylon Allen. As a running back, I know how it feels to be in a collision. When your vehicle needs rehab, trust the Holiday Collision Center to get it done right. Drive Holiday and discover the difference.
This is our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today with Fondy Family Dental. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. It's on Radio Plus Video Sports. Got Winnebago Lithard Academy head coach Kevin Lair joining us now. Kev, always a pleasure. Good to talk to you again.
Hey, Nick. How are you doing, sir? Thanks for having me on. I'm doing well here.
Yeah, you bet. Beautiful week, weather-wise. Looking for a great game coming up on Friday night against Lomira in a nice facility. Talk about the 2-0 start for the Vikings here. A win over Chilton, 21-14 this past Friday.
Had a couple close non-conference games to start the season here. I would say we definitely didn't play clean games. First game against Kettle Moraine, we had 2 roughing the punters, bad snap, and last week we played a little better game, trying to run the clock out at the end, up by 2 scores, and we fumbled, give them the ball back late in the game, and they scored and had a recovered onside kick. So, but that's learning. We're still a fairly young team with only 3 seniors, and we're hoping to improve on that heading into the flyway. I told the kids last night, the physicality is going to pick up a little bit here now. Getting into flyway is always a tough conference.
So what are some concerns against Lomira that you see? They beat Horicon Hustisford by a ton week 1. They lost by a ton against Southern Door last Friday. Maybe the team is kind of right in the middle. What do you see against Lomira?
I would say they're right in the middle. I mean, 2 different caliber teams they played. There's no doubt, but their focal point in offense is nice size running back, 6'2", 195. They're gonna run some option with him, and he's the key to stopping their offense. And I would say defensively, Matt Shevlin in the middle. He's a big dude, all conference last year. He's going to be tough to move around, and then we have to watch where he's set up. So they're going to be a good team, and it's going to be a good matchup for us.
Any injuries coming out of the first 2 weeks of the regular season here?
Not really. No, we have Ethan Peterson, one of our junior linemen that's been out all year yet with some shoulder injuries. So we'll see. Hopefully get him back toward the end of the year. But other than that, we're pretty healthy and ready for Friday night.
All right. Kevin Lair, the head coach of Winnebago Lithard Academy. Kevin, thank you much for your time, and we'll chat again real soon, okay?
All right. Thanks, Nick.
All right. Bye-bye. Integrity Saw and Tool has our pregame show. It continues next. Hang on. This is our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today with Fondy Family Dental.
There you go. That Coach Kevin Lair caught up earlier this week with Nick, and that's the part of the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today. Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview. And talking about Winnebago Lutheran, going to run that offense through Sam Lair, the quarterback. 31 passing attempts to 65 rushing attempts for the Vikings so far this season. So at a 2-to-1 clip, the Vikings are going to run the football, and a lot of that goes through Cole Wiedmeyer and Brendan Ebert. Wiedmeyer 31 carries for 161 yards this season. Ebert 20 for 83. Average those together, and it's about 4.5 yards per tote, a little bit more than that for the Vikings. So efficient running the football. If they can get that done tonight, I think they're going to like their chances. Also got to stop the run against Lomira to win. Start with the Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer. Bauer Chiropractic voted Fond du Lac's favorite chiropractor in a recent Reader's Choice poll. For the Vikings, haven't played with Ethan Peterson at all this season. Big loss in the trenches for them, but they returned so much in those trenches. Guys like Chop Simmons, Oscar Bloom, Sebi Paul, Moses Metzger, guys that are going to play up front. Peyton Backery's another name to keep an eye on. And then, talking about the trenches, how about big number 58, 6'2", 265-pound Matt Shelvin for the Lions. A lot of good interior linemen, to watch today. Baker Cheese starting lineups. The Lions always announced as a team. For Winnebago Lutheran Academy, their offensive starters, number 5, Noah Gensler, 10, Sam Lair is the quarterback. Gensler is a wideout. Noah Schumacher, Cole Wiedmeyer, both running backs, along with number 28, Brendan Ebert. 3 running backs in the starting lineup for the Vikings. Now, Schumacher can kind of play out in the slot as well, but that just tells you how much WLA wants to run the football. And then in the trenches, Vincent Revez is going to be the tight end, but they're big ones up front. Number 51, Alec Oberg, 60, Moses Metzger, 61, Sebi Paul, 72, Oscar Bloom, and 75, William Chop Simmons for the Vikings up front. So they're about to get that underway with the starting lineups in just a couple of minutes, but those are the Baker Cheese starting lineups here on Radio Plus Info. Start your new career at Baker Cheese today. Visit bakercheese.com. Find out how you can apply today. So the Vikings want to run the football. The Lions want to run the football. A little bit of a smash-mouth throwback kind of game. We saw one of those last Saturday, last non-conference game for Springs. They played against Arlington, and that was very similar to that with the desire from both teams to run the football. I think that's going to be very, very similar tonight for both of these teams as they try to start their Flyway Conference seasons undefeated at 1-0. The Vikings 2-0 in the non-conference. Lions 1-1. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back, and when we do, we'll be that much closer to kickoff here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King with you up here in the press box today. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. We will take a timeout and come back. This is high school flyway football on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on, come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
March & Schmidt has been a global leader in the manufacture of industrial food cutting solutions for over 55 years. Our staff is committed to using leading-edge technology to create custom designs specifically for the food industry. March & Schmidt is proud of our manufacturing process and strive to produce the highest quality machinery every day. We're focused on one thing, satisfying our customers and giving them the best quality product. A complete turnkey solution provider, integrating both processing and packaging equipment. Our team is focused on our customers' overall success, while the family values drive our relationships.
A new career path awaits you. Spectrum is hiring in your area and offering a starting wage of $20 an hour. Whether you're looking to help customers, share knowledge, make connections, or enjoy uncapped earning potential, there's a spot for you at Spectrum, the nation's fastest growing internet, TV, and mobile provider. Plus, get paid on the job training, affordable health care coverage, market-leading savings plan, and complimentary Spectrum services. Visit jobs.spectrum.com today.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Muthig Industries in Fond du Lac would like to wish your local high school sports team best of luck this season. Muthig Industries is one of the area's top full-service manufacturers of precision metal stampings, laser cuttings, production machining and turning, tool and die manufacturing, and custom metal fabrication products. Muthig Industries is a third-generation family-owned company that started in 1965. To find out more, visit muthigindustries.com. Good luck to all area athletes from your team at Muthig Industries, 33 East Larson Drive, Fond du Lac.
Welcome back here to Lomira, Wisconsin. The Lions and the Vikings here this evening, kicking off their Flyway Conference seasons. 2-0 on the season for the WLA Vikings, 1-1 on the year. We've said that a couple of times here for the Lions. Lions being introduced as a team, and we told you the starters for the Vikings. Once again, 5 Gensler, 10 Lair, 22 Schumacher, 23 Wiedmeyer, 28 Ebert, 51 Oberg, 60 Metzger, 61 Paul, 72 Bloom, 75 Simmons, and 89 Vincent Revez, the starters for the Vikings. You know, going back to the Lomira Lions, who will be trotting out onto the field in just a second, Connor Steers is 12 for 22 through the air this season. Not terribly efficient, 54.5 completion percentage, 115 yards, 1 touchdown through the air. That coming to his top target, we'll get to him. His name is Kobe Sakat. 1 interception also this season for Connor Steers. But what he wants to do is tote it on the ground, and when things are working for he, Wagner, and Schaumburg, it's good. 26 carries for 229 yards. That's an 8.8 yard average on the floor for Steers. 4 touchdowns there as well. He averages 115 yards per game. So talking about the Vikings' desire to run the ball, they're also going to have to do a good job defending the run as well, because the Steers and this Lomira offense is a potent running offense as well. We're going to take a quick 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we're going to have the opening kickoff right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Elistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
that melty cheese you crave with double the steak is back at Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Jordan King back here, Lomira, Wisconsin. Friday Night Lights and the opening game of the Wisconsin Flyway Conference season for the Vikings and the Lions here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Glad to have you along. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Edward Jones is making sense of investing. Quest Interiors scoreboard, as always, here on RadioPlusInfo.com, currently reads 0-0. And Lomira is going to be kicking it off to the Vikings. This is going to do it for the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. We'll close it out with the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. Number 54, Dalton Zingzheim, puts it in the air, and the Vikings will have the return. It's Gensler on the far side. Goes up, breaks a tackle, cuts it back to the right, and is stacked up there at about the 37-yard line. That's where the Vikings will start their first possession on the minus 37. So trotting out there will be number 10, Sam Lair. Sam now a junior and takes over for the ultra-successful Ethan Cole from a season ago, and Sam's having a nice start to the season, both through the air and on the ground. Lair's done a nice job. Now, you can't be misled by some of his rushing statistics. He's taken some sacks and some lost yardage, but if he can clean up the turnovers, very successful option for the Vikings. His handoff on the inside here to Schumacher, a little bit of misdirection, and Schumacher bolts ahead for 3. Good start for the Vikings on the ground. Saw that a lot in week 1 against Kettle Moraine Lutheran, a little bit of misdirection, and Schumacher is kind of that guy that starts out in the slot for the Vikings, but plenty dangerous as he comes through the formation on those misdirection plays. 27, Elijah Dujensky checks in. Revez off to the sideline as the Vikings go with this tight package. In week 1, they found Gensler out of this package for a 60-plus yard touchdown. He's on the near side this time. Pitch to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer has a seam, gets wrangled down. That's a nice tackle there. That's Kobe Sakat, the leading receiver for the Lions, and he's able to yank down Wiedmeyer, and Wiedmeyer is going to pick up 4, leads to a 3rd and 3. Check that. They're going to give him 5, so 3rd and 2. Vikings staying ahead of the schedule here, ahead of the chains, and 3rd and 2 is right where they want to be, especially close to midfield. Ball sitting right now at the 45-yard line. Potentially an opportunity for an early first down. Lair under center as Wiedmeyer behind him. Turn, give. Oh, what a play up front. We called his name a couple of times. That's Owen Recklaw, the first one there. But big 58, Matt Shelvin was also there. Wiedmeyer somehow picked up a yard, and it leads to a 4th and 1. Lair's going to come over to the sideline and get the call for 4th and 1. It's a long yard. Actually, no, they got it spotted there. It gave Wiedmeyer a very good spot. It's really 4th and inches for the Vikings with 10:05 to go here in the first quarter. So a big opportunity for the Lions to get off the field, and the Vikings on the other side trying to keep it on the field. Give it to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer has a big seam around the left side, and he looks like he might be gone, tracked down. Wiedmeyer down inside the 30, down to the 25. He was caught by number 50, Eugene Brown, making the touchdown-saving tackle, and they will spot it at the 25-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup for Wiedmeyer. Man, when he busted through the line, thought he might have been gone. 9:42 to go here in the first half in the first quarter and counting down. Another first down means moving the chains. That's presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. So a big pickup, 27 yards on 4th and inches, and the Vikings moving right down the field. Wiedmeyer right behind Lair, and I think they got Shelvin to jump that time. He did. So it'll be a 1st and 5. Vikings into the red zone, or just outside the red zone. It's touching the 20, so I suppose that counts as a red zone trip for the Vikings. 1st and 5, big opportunity for WLA to start off this game. And 5 free yards on first down certainly always helps. Shelvin lining up right over Alec Oberg, the center. Turn give to Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer is swallowed up right away. Dove forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 4. That's a nice job for Wiedmeyer there as he able to fall forward and get a yard. Dujenski checks back in as Revez comes to the sideline. 2nd and 4, and Shelvin is one of those defensive linemen. Sam Schroffnagel, 6'2", 175 pounds, a little bit undersized, but when you're playing next to a 6'2", 265-pound senior, you have a little bit of leeway there. They're going to send Schumacher in motion. The give is to Schumacher. Schumacher around the left side, and he picked up just a yard, so sets up a 3rd and short. But from 1st and 5 to 3rd and 3 for the Vikings. 8 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first quarter. Still scoreless on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. But the Vikings, this will be the 7th play of the drive. Not counting a 5-yard penalty on the Lions jumping offside. But they've done a nice job holding the Vikings to just a yard on their last 2 carries, and it leads to a 3rd and 3. The give is to Wiedmeyer. Has a hole on the far side, but good pursuit, from the Lions is going to lead to another 4th and inches. Again, going to give him 3 yards, 4th and 1, but it is a short one. Ball is inside the 16. They just got to get it to the 15 to get the first down. So another opportunity here for the Vikings on 4th and inches. Last time it went for 27. Sam Lair, quick snap, and he bolts ahead for the first down. Referees really weren't even in position there as Lair darts forward for 5. The quick play call from the Vikings sideline, and Lair able to pick up the needed 6 inches or so and some. The ball now sits at the 11-yard line, so one more opportunity to get a first down for the Vikings. Every first down presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. And the Vikings moving the chains. This will be play number 9 here of this opening possession, and the Vikes have yet to lose yardage on any particular play. Here's a swing pass to Schumacher. Cuts back inside, taken down by Shelvin and a few other Lions, but he darts ahead for a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. And there you go, kind of case in point for Noah Schumacher, starting in the near side slot that time. Quick swing pass from Sam Lair almost works as a first down running play to stay ahead of the chains. Lair checks to the sideline to get the call from head coach Kevin Lair. Ball sits at the 13-yard line right now. Or pardon me, the 7-yard line. Check that, sorry. Lair under center. Couple receivers to the top, couple receivers to the bottom. Here's the inside give, and trying to see a number there, darting forward inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. I believe that was Brendan Ebert. And Ebert will pick up 3 yards down to the 4. It's going to be 3rd and 2, maybe a 3rd and long 3, as one of the Viking players is limping off the field, and that's Oscar Bloom, one of the captains for the Vikings, and that would not be never is a good loss, obviously, but one of the anchors of that offensive line, still able to get off under his own power. Peyton Backery, one of the defensive stars of Week 1, is into the game now on the offensive line. And he will play center and kick Alec Oberg out to that left tackle position. Ebert in the backfield along with Wiedmeyer. Lair under center, turn, give, and pulling his head down, and this is going to lead to a 4th and 2. As Ebert gets down, they're going to really say no gain there for Ebert. And it's still going to be about a 4th and 3. Revez checks back into the game. Dujenski out as the play call comes in with Revez. This is going to be the 12th play of the drive as the Vikings have just melted this first quarter clock away. 4 minutes and 50 seconds and counting down here in the first. The Vikings, the first team to touch the football. Can they pay it off here inside the 10-yard line, down at the 3. Under center, Lair keeps, looks to the sprints out to the near side, cuts up the field, dives for the end zone. They're going to mark him down, but it should be enough for a first down. It should move the chains here for the Vikings. They did say his knee went down inside the 1. That's plenty for Lair to get the first down. So a tough run by Sam Lair, and it's going to be first and goal from the 1. So 4 more chances. The Vikings, hey, if you can take this much time up and still move the chains, job well done for them. 4 minutes and 16 seconds and counting down inside this 1-yard line. I mean, that ball is almost touching the goal line. Lair, that's his second run, picked up 3 on that one. So he's got 8 yards here. Wiedmeyer up the middle, and the Vikings strike first. Touchdown for the Vikings in a long scoring drive. Took about 8 minutes off the clock, 8 minutes and 3 seconds to be exact, and the Vikings lead 6-0. Send on freshman Gannon Schwartz is the kicker. We'll see if he heads out there or if the Vikings attempt to go for 2. Peyton Backery walks back out on the field, and I think it's going to be a 2-point try for the Vikings. No, it is. Schwartz is out there. Didn't see him. Lair's the holder for the Vikings. Down. Gannon Schwartz up and through. 7-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. This is Flyway Conference football, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
Welcome back here. 63-yard scoring drive for the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings on that first drive, and that couldn't have gone much better if you are from the Vikings standpoint. Take off 8 minutes and 3 seconds off this first quarter clock, and you'll be able to punch it in. The Vikings faced 3 fourth downs on that particular drive, able to pick them all up and end this drive with a touchdown. So how did the Lomira Lions respond? That's the question now. It'll be Schwartz back to kick off, and the first opportunity for Connor Steers, Tanner Wagoner, Taylor Schaumburg, and the rest of the company there for the Lions. That bounces up rather awkwardly, taken at the 29-yard line. Cutting up the field, this is Talon Lidke, and Lidke takes it all the way out to the 47, so much better field position here near midfield for the Lions to start their first drive. And again, another team that wants to stay ahead of the chains, run the football. And again, just that hit right at about the 33-yard line and kicked straight into the air. Really tough one for Lidke to deal with, but the 5'10", 160-pound senior grabbed it and darted forward for a return of about 20-ish yards when all is said and done. 47 is where this drive starts. In the shotgun, Steers. He's keeping it. Steers to the near side, and he darts forward. Give him 3 yards on the opening carry for Connor Steers. A lot of this quarterback option type of stuff from the Lions is what you're going to see. In that first set, Steers in the backfield. He was joined by Wagoner. Kobe Sakat's out there in the huddle as well. Steers sprints to the sideline, gets the call, and he's back out. A couple of receivers, Chase Potter and Kobe Sakat to the top of the screen. Talon Lidke down here at the bottom. In the backfield is Wagoner along with Steers. Steers takes the snap, turn, give to Wagoner. Wagoner has a huge hole on the right side and darts forward. He's got the first down for the Lions. He's inside the Vikings 40-yard line down to the 37-yard line, and picks up, give him 12 on that carry. Nice carry by Wagoner his first opportunity, and that's what makes Lomira so dangerous, is you got to respect Steers, but then Wagoner and Steers, that's how a senior quarterback is supposed to do it. He reads the game beautifully there in the backfield and knows when to pull it, knows when to give it off to his talented sophomore running back, Turner Wagoner. 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore, and got some jets on him. Steers in the shotgun formation. Turn, give, Wagoner, and swallowed up on the near side, but Wagoner able to fall forward from the 37 down to the 31. Give him 6 on that carry. Feel like you did a good job if you're the Vikings that time, and you don't hit him till 4 yards down the field. His momentum carries him for 6. 2nd and 4 as the clock ticks down to 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, we might be out of here real early tonight if both of these teams continue to run the football like they are. This first quarter seems like it's taken no time. Kicked off just before 7 o'clock and about 15 minutes of real time to get 12 minutes of game time played or thereabouts. Here's Steers and some movement up front, so this is an opportunity for the Vikings as this will somewhat put the Lions behind the change. Going to go from 2nd and 4 to 2nd and 9. And if you're a running team like Lomira is, that's one you gotta be careful with, and something you don't want, especially after you pick up 6 on first down. Got to avoid those penalties. $1:26 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. First drive for Lomira, and they are progressing quite nicely. Started at their own 47. They've had 1 first down. Here's Steers, blown up, and Steers is gone on the far side, down the right side, inside the 10-5, touchdown. The Vikings thought they had him bundled up, but Steers takes it 36 to the house. And this thing is an extra point away from being tied up. Now the kicking game for Lomira. That is something worth noting. They've only attempted 5 extra points and made only 1 of them. Dalton Zingsheim is 1 for 5. And now Easton Zangle into the game. So if that tells you something about Lomira's kicking situation, perhaps, as Zangle, the 5'11 sophomore, number 17, trots out there. And this one looks good. Yeah, good. So tied up here. And we'll talk more about this QB option play all night. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. We're back with more. This is Flyway Football. You're listening on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their 2nd and 3rd shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
Glad to have you with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Jordan King with you up here in the press box. The Lomira Lions respond in style, a 4-play scoring drive, and the Lions take it 53 yards in just 4 plays and able to tie this thing up at 7. It looked like the Vikings did a nice job. Didn't see who it was on the defensive line, busting through and meeting Steers and Wagoner at the mesh point. Decided to take Wagoner. Steers pulled it late, and I think a couple of Vikings got trapped in on that inside, maybe cheating towards the middle. And Steers had a wide-open lane on the right side, took it 41 yards, check that, 36 yards to the house. So the Vikings go slow, methodical down the field. It was a big play offense despite not throwing any passes for the Lions. Got an extra football on the field here, so get that taken care of. 13-play scoring drive for the Vikings, just 4 plays for the Lions to get it done. Goes deep. Here's Gensler for the Vikings. Has some space on this near side. Instead cuts back to the far left side, and he is dragged down. That was nice coverage Trying to see the number there. I think that was number 15, Sam Schroffnagel, who was able to cut down Noah Gensler after that kickoff. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com. Presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Both these teams trying to make sense of the other's running attack early on here. The Vikings certainly looked a little bit lost out there. Schumacher, no, the pitch near side. Oh, what a play. Busting through was the big man, Matt Shelvin. And you can call his name on pretty much anything that goes wrong for the opposing offense, as he is just a game wrecker interior inside for the Lions. Ball back to the 26, so it's 2nd and 12. 28-yard line is where the Vikings started. Compare field position maybe as a developing story. We'll see. Just one drive into it for the Lions and 2 for the Vikings. Here's Wiedmeyer on the far side. His second carry goes for just about nothing. He maybe got that lost yardage back, and the Vikings going to be put in tough 3rd and long territory. They're going to say he did just about get that back, so we'll give him 2 yards. It's 3rd and a long 10, maybe even a 3rd and 11. That's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a minute, come back, and continue. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their 2nd and 3rd shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
After one quarter, 7-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 3rd and 10. The Vikings did a nice job on that 13-play opening drive to stay ahead of the chains. This time, not so much. They find themselves in a tough 3rd and long here right away to start the second quarter. Wiedmeyer's in the backfield along with Brendan Ebert. Schumacher's kind of attached on that far side. Lair takes the snap, looks to his favorite target, which is Gensler. Now checks down underneath, and a lot of contact there. Schumacher made the catch, and probably no flag because Schumacher did make the catch, but looked like the Lomira defender might have been there a little quick. Nonetheless, Vikings probably going to have to punt here. Leads with a 4th and 4, so give them 6 on that pickup. Nice read from Lair to go inside, check down. Didn't have it over the top with Gensler, and the Vikings sending out more of their punt personnel. Cole Keifenheim into the game. 11 minutes and 22 seconds. And probably try to sneak a break in here after this punt for the Vikings if they do punt. That first quarter was rampant. Try to catch our breath here. Lair with a good punt. This one looks nice. If it can stay in bounds, it's going to go out of bounds. We'll take a timeout. Flyway Sports on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. It's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
Back here, Lomira, Wisconsin. Jordan King with you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. The Vikings go 3 and out after that impressive opening drive that went 13 plays and 63 yards for the touchdown. Here is Steers in the shotgun. And once again with the mesh. Oh, there's Schaumburg up the middle, or Wagner, pardon me, up the middle, and Wagner is gone. It's going to be a one-play scoring drive for the Lions. It's going to go 62 yards to the house. It's Wagner. And the Vikings have been blitzed here by the Lions. Couple of long touchdown runs back-to-back. 98 yards combined. And Wagner gives the Lions the lead 13-7 pending the extra point. How about that for a quick strike offense? So 1 for 1 is Easton Zangle here on the evening, and he'll get another opportunity to kick another one. This was a low snap, blown up by the Vikings. Can they get there? A couple of Vikes in pursuit, and his knee was down, and it's knocked down by Backery anyway. Nice pursuit there by the Vikings. Nonetheless, it's 13-7. Got to feel good if you're a Lions fan. The Lions march right down the field. We'll take a timeout. Vikings, how do they respond? That's next. RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Welcome back here, Lomira, Wisconsin. Jordan King with you. 10:50 to go on the Quest Interior scoreboard in the second quarter. First quarter just melted away was the word I used in the first, and I would use that again here in the second. As you know, the Vikings had that opening drive, 13 plays, took 8 minutes and 3 seconds off the clock, but in short order here now, the Lions have responded with a 13-0 run with some tremendous rushing football. One-play drive, Turner Wagner with a 62-yard touchdown scamper. And the Lions sitting pretty right now. The Vikings, have not been able to stop him. Here's Schumacher on the return. He's going to get out to the 37-yard line, which is tied with the first possession for the best starting field position of the night for the Vikings. And that's kind of maybe a developing story. The Vikes not able to get a tremendous starting field position. It hasn't been a factor here so far. That opening drive, just to give you a feel of how different this feels in terms of momentum, and the Lions have all of it. Sam Lair under center. He takes the snap, going to swing it out. No, going to go deep. Has him on the double move. The Vikings, it's an opportunity that goes about 6 inches too far for Noah Gensler. It was a double move at the top, and they caught both the safety and the corner napping, and that's going to go incomplete. Went off of Gensler's outstretched hand, and an opportunity for the Vikings to tie this thing up in just a couple of seconds. Shot play that goes for nothing. But the Vikings' first drive was 13 plays. The Lions have run 5 plays all night, and they lead at 13-7. And normally you would say that sounds like a passing team and a running team. No, Lions want to run the football as well. They haven't even thrown a pass yet. Here's Schumacher on the near side, darts forward. He's going to pick up a single yard as the Lions force the Vikings into another 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd and 9. And Schumacher is going to have to leave the field as his helmet popped off. That silver Viking helmet with the blue face mask. Got the Viking on the side in their away whites, gray pants, blue trim. And the familiar Lomira Lions red with black pants. Got the white numbers and the new era Lomira Lions helmets with the LHS and that big lion logo on the side. Vikings going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 13-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 10:05 to go in the second quarter. Back with more. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
I think the thing that makes Holiday worth the trip is the people inside the building.
They all share a common goal of taking care of the customer.
There's a true team culture here. You see it, you feel it, and it makes the customer experience so much better.
Navigate today's car market with confidence and drive inspired with Team Holiday on your side. Say yes to enticing offers and get more for your trade. Choose one that's in stock today or reserve one that's on the way.
Find yours and discover the difference.
At Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Opportunity here for the Lions coming out of this Viking timeout. The Vikings facing a 3rd and 9 here on this possession. And opportunity for the Lions to force the Vikings into back-to-back 3-and-outs. Here's Lair. Lair looks to the near side, pumps once, goes over to the top, and through the hands of Cole Wiedmeyer leads to a 4th and 9. And I think the Lions just got off the field again. So Vikings kind of grasping at straws here, trying to figure out what might be the remedy for what has gone stagnant. Now, we saw this in week 1. Had a big touchdown pass in that Kettle Moraine Lutheran game. Didn't see last week's game, but had a big play, and then that offense went stagnant until the second half. Good thing was Kettle didn't really score. Here's a Lair punt. This one is angling towards the sideline, and I think that's going to be another one that gives the Lions decent field position. Let's see if it's inside the 40 or not. Right at the 40 for the Lions coming up. We're going to keep it here. The Lions sprint out onto the field. They're going to try to sneak one in there, but we'll keep it here. 9:58 to go here in the second quarter. 13-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Good to see Oscar Bloom back out there for the Vikings. But back-to-back 3-and-outs for WLA, and the way Lomira is going, the Vikings got to figure out something offensively in a hurry because they've had trouble on this side of the football stopping Connor Steers and Turner Wagoner, who have combined for over 100 yards rushing on the first 2 drives. Steers in the shotgun. The lead blocker that they run behind is Sam Schroffnagel, 6'2", 175-pound sophomore. Here is Steers, pulls it, goes to the left, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and dives forward into Viking territory. Give him 13 on the pickup, and Connor Steers looks unstoppable, running over Viking defenders, running past the defensive line, and he has not missed a beat in terms of making the correct read here tonight. Taylor Schomburg into the game, 6-foot sophomore. Steers just a junior, 195 pounds. He is a load in the backfield for the Lions, and like I said earlier, smart player, has not made the wrong read yet tonight. And when this is how you play, you got to hope that you don't. Here is Schomburg, and a flag comes flying in from our referee, and it's a hold. Quick call there on the Lions. So the Lions put behind the chains once again. The last time that happens, though, you like that if you're a Vikings player, but last time the Lions held the football, it was the next play was a touchdown for the Lions. This will just be the 7th play run for Lomira. And from where the hold happened, it's going to be about a 2nd and 21, or pardon me, 1st and 21, maybe 1st and 20. Yeah, it's 1st and 21. They got 1st and 20 up on the scoreboard, but they got that extra yard back there. So 1st and 21. Clock ticks under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Schroffnagel in motion. Here is Schaumburg, eaten up, swallowed up. I believe that was number 61, Sebastian Sebi Paul for the Vikings. Schaumburg still able to get a good chunk of it back, but it's going to set up a second and give him 16. So about 7 yards on that for Schaumburg. First carry of the night for him. But 3 yards, and that was the first play of the game. Steers took it for 3 yards, and that is, since then, 12, 6, 36, 62, 13, 7. I mean, the Lions are rolling. Just 4 yards on that carry, pardon me. Steers in the backfield. He's going to throw. First pass of the night. Looks to the near side. That's Wagoner. Wagoner spins inside, breaks a tackle. Oh, and Cole Wiedmeyer just saved a touchdown. It was Schumacher on the coverage, and then Schumacher not able to make the play on the tackle, and Wagoner just spun out of it. So into Viking territory for yet the third time today. It's down to the 32-yard line for the Lions, and that was a pickup of 21 yards there. So once again, for the third straight drive, the Lions moving it straight down the field on the Vikings. Steers in the shotgun formation. Wagoner to his left. Steers keeps and breaks a couple of tackles. Chops Simmons, pulls him backwards. What a play from Simmons. But again, the Vikings, you feel like you made a good play if you're a Vikings player there, and Steers still able to pick up 5. 2nd and 5, 7:20 to go. First half, second quarter here on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. The Lions lead it 13-7. Lions' last first down picked up by Addison Jones. First down means moving the chains. Addison Jones, call them, then call the movers. My goodness, this Lions attack looks potent. Hard to believe what, hard to believe what Southern Door did to them last week. 46-12 beat the Lions. 6 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in the first. The turn and the give is to Schaumburg, and Schaumburg able to dart forward for another 3-4 yards. Give him 3, sets up a 3rd and 2. Jack Karst, the leading tackler for the Vikings, I believe, came into this game with 18 tackles. Did Karst. Schumacher with 17. Chop Simmons with 14. Those are the top 3 tacklers for the Vikings. The 3 linebackers, Karst, Simmons, and or 3 of the linebackers, I should say. Gensler, linebacker, edge type of player. One of those. Noah Gensler looks like one of the new edge kind of players. Very fast, speedy around that edge. Today he's got to deal with Isaac Wolf out there, 6'1", left tackle for the Lions. Here is Steers. Steers keeps, and he's going to dart forward. He's got the first down. So Steers takes that one from the 25 down to the 19, give him 6. A little tough to tell. They don't have the previous ball marker on the scoreboard, and can make it tricky sometimes to figure out where they were when the chain gang is moving. That was another first down presented by Addison Jones. Call them, then call the movers. And the Vikings just trying to stop some momentum here. They take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:23 to go here in the second quarter. The Vikes trail the Lions by 7, 13-7. And you're watching Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Now more than ever, hospitality, restaurants, and retail enterprises demand the quality and innovation LK Interior Systems delivers. EIS takes ever-changing design trends and transforms them into meaningful and memorable customer experiences. Take pride in your work and apply at lkinteriorsystems.com.
Hi, I'm Shannon Schill from LK Interior Systems in Fond du Lac. We are thrilled to be adding to our family. Our shift times can be uniquely flexible because we understand that there's life outside of work. Go to lkinteriorsystems.com to learn more about our open positions.
Back here, Lomira High School, 5:23 to go in the first half. 13-7. Vikings trailing the Lions by 6. This Lomira offense looks tremendous so far tonight. This is their most sustained possession They have more plays on this one than they did in their first 2 drives in which they scored the 13 points. And again, this is not a team that's whipping the ball around the field. This is a team that wants to run the football. 7th play of this possession, and Steers has it with Schaumburg with him in the backfield. Sends man in motion. Here is Steers, pulls, keeps, left side, breaks 2 tackles, spun forward, and progress stopped there at about the 11-yard line. That gain good for about 9. We'll give him 8 for Steers. He is having himself a night through the ground. He has done a great job. And you expect this from Steers. Junior quarterback, 3rd game of the season. This is how Lomira wants to run things. Wagoner back into the game in the backfield. He's a dangerous runner, and it helps when he can spread the load a little bit too. Dangerous all the way around. Here's Wagoner on the counter, comes back to the right, cuts upfield, pops Sam Lair's helmet off, and the Vikings stack him up inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. So pick up from about the 9 down to the 2, give him 7. That was another tough run there by Wagoner. So 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. And, man, the Lions have yet to run and be stopped for less than 3 yards. So unless something changes there, the Lions might as well put 6 more points up on that board. The Lions, gonna spread out as much as we've seen tonight. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Send a man in motion. That's Strafnagel inside. He's going to be the lead blocker for Wagoner, and the Vikings able to stuff it up the middle. That was Simmons, the first one there. He was helped out by Schumacher and Bloom. And with 3 minutes and 43 seconds in the first half, the Vikings able to cause a loss of yardage for the first time today. That was Wagoner losing a pair. 2nd and goal from the 2. Defense chant from the Viking fans. And we'll see if they're able to, the Viking students got a Hawaiian out tonight. It's a crisp, cool fall evening. I'm not feeling sunny and 75, that's for sure. Oh, fumble underneath, and the Vikings look like they've hopped on it. What a play by the Viking defense. If they were indeed able to get the recovery here, it looked like they might have. Looked like Sebastian Paul came out with it. An illegal shift, declined the penalty, and it's going the other way. Sebastian Paul, it was a missed communication there with Wagoner and Steers, and it's going to turn things over to the Vikings. So is that the play the Vikings needed? Sebastian Paul, right place, right time, and the Vikings have themselves a lifeline here at the end of the first half. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to see if they can put together what is going to be a long drive. The ball currently sits at the 9-yard line for the Vikes. But at least, in a positive way for WLA, didn't give up any more points there. Here's Wiedmeyer around the near side. Gets the ball out to the 15-yard line. Give him 6. Wiedmeyer, the Vikes got to get him going here. He was tremendous on that first possession. Had a gain of 27, gain of 5, couple short gains, including the touchdown. But the Vikings get Wiedmeyer rolling, and everything else starts to kind of fall in place after that. Wiedmeyer averages 80 yards a game. Got a ways to go, but he is on pace to hit that here tonight. Lair under center. Got both Wiedmeyer and Ebert in the backfield. The turn to give to Wiedmeyer here, and he tries to look around the near side. Pulled back. Nice stop by number 75 for the Lions. That's Owen Recklaw, 5'7", 190-pound senior. Makes a nice play inside. Wiedmeyer able to get out to the 17-yard line, pick up a pair, sets up a 3rd and they're saying 3rd and 2. Man, that is a long 2 if it is 2 for for the Vikings. Thought it might have been a 3rd and 3. Under center for the Vikings with Lair. Turn, give to Wiedmeyer. Jumps through a tackle. He falls forward, going to depend on the spot. I believe he's short, and sets up an interesting 4th and 1 opportunity for the Vikings. You feel like you might have stolen some possession, some momentum if you're the Vikings, but this is a dangerous place to go for it if you do decide to go for it. So the Lions going to take a timeout, so the Vikes will be able to think about it. Minute 25 to go. We'll take a timeout, come back. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Vikings trying on 4th down here, and I think the Vikes going to take a timeout. We might take another one quick here. Vikings trying to get the Lions to jump there. We will take a quick 30-second timeout and get things back under control here. This is Flyway Football, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Back here at Lomira, Wisconsin, the site for tonight's Flyway Conference contest between the Vikings and the Lions. Lions lead at 13-7 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. The Vikings have a 4th and 1. We'll see what they do with it. They've used their final first half timeout. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So a big play here, kind of one that you would highlight if the Vikings do indeed go for it, and one that could potentially change the complexion of this first half. Now, Cole Keifenheim is back into the game for the Vikings. We've seen him on the field only during punts. So does that mean the Vikings are going to punt it? Lair trots back. Still has the option to maybe run it if he wants to. That is a low snap. Lair does all he can to just get that punt off, and that is a heck of a job from Sam Lair. The ball is going to bounce out, and it looked at about the 50-yard line. They're going to mark it at the plus 47 for the Lions. So a low snap that bounced, and Lair able to take care of it and just deal with it. That is 3 3-and-outs in a row for the Vikings to close out this first half. My assumption is that'll be their last possession of this first half with a minute 19 to play in the second. 13-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard with just that minute 19 to go. Crisp, cool fall evening. Man, this is September now, right? First couple days of September. This kind of feels like it. We could use a little bit more of a breeze up here in the press box, but not bad. Not bad at all. Got the campfire roaring on the far side of the field. Some fans out there enjoying the game from their own property. Here's Steers. Steers keeps. He's going to pass. He's got a man downfield. Hit hard by Gensler. It could be picked, and a lot of contact down there. Nice job by number 10, Schaumburg, Taylor Schaumburg. Or was that number? Yeah, that's actually 20, Talon Lidke. We've called his name several times here for the Lions. That's a big play by him, able to break up that potential interception. That could have been back-to-back plays for the Lions that resulted in turnovers, and probably should have been. It was like a punt, and all the Vikings had to do was field it. They weren't able to. Nice play by Noah Gensler. Talked about him earlier coming off the edge with that speed, and he saw Steers keep and saw him dropping back. He came through like a bullet and hit Steers as soon as he was letting go of the football. He hit him right in the chest. Led to a fluttering ball. Vikes not able to take advantage of it. Here is Steers. Turn, pulls, keeps it left side. Chops Simmons. Swallows him up. It's going to be a gain of nothing, maybe even a loss on the play. Simmons read that well from his inside linebacker spot, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10. First time the Vikings potentially able to get off the field here in this first half after just 3 plays. Really the first time we've seen Lomira in 3rd and long territory so far tonight. 38 seconds left here in the first half. What's Lomira's plan? Do they run the football? They've been very successful. Busted off a couple of big runs for the touchdowns. Or do they throw the football? They're going to throw it. Off the edge goes Bloom. Hit while he throws his Steers. Jump ball, and the first one there was Lair. It was picked off by Lair, and they're going to say it was picked off by Lair. 15 seconds left. That's a big play by the quarterback of the Vikings, and a flag goes flying in the air. Just about to take a timeout, but they had to settle a couple of players down. One was Kobe Sakat, the leading receiver for the Lions, and I don't know who was the first one to cross the line into penalty territory, but that's the second turnover of the game for the Vikings. And even if the Vikings trail at halftime, turnovers have at least kept them in the game here at the intermission. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Vikings, and then unsportsmanlike conduct on the Lions. So enough going on there that they said, let's just offset them and let's play football. It'll be spotted at the 27-yard line here for the Vikings to take over. And how aggressive are you? Do you just kneel down here and send it to halftime, knowing that a couple of Lomira turnovers here have kind of bailed you out to a 6-point halftime deficit? If you do indeed just kneel this thing down. 13-7 on the Quest Interior scoreboard as Oberg, the center for the Vikings, trots up there. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Wiedmeyer, Revez, Gensler, Schumacher. The targets for Sam Lair. Lair from the shotgun, turns, looks, batted in the air. That's a tough ball, and a couple of Lions collide, and it's going to be picked off. Was it picked off by Sakat? And they're going to have a conversation. Did the ball hit the turf? Kobe Sakat's the one who potentially intercepted the football, and it's a pick. So the Vikings do get a little aggressive there, trying to pass the ball over the middle, and Sam Lair's ball batted into the air. So back-to-back interceptions. The Vikings, that was their 4th drive. Check that, 5th drive. After 13 plays and scoring in the first half, their last 4 have been 3 3-and-outs and that 1-play drive for the pick. So now what does Lomira do? They're just going to kneel down on it, having turned the ball over their previous 2 drives, and we're going to go to halftime. Catch your breath. Here, it's flyway football, and it is good. They're going to shoot off some more halftime fireworks as they did pregame here from the Lomira Lions Stadium. And we will send it to a break. Come back. We will have the halftime intermission report, including the Taco Bell trivia. That's coming up next when we return. You're watching Flyweight Football, and you're watching here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. And it's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
I think what keeps people coming back to Holiday is our people. Taking care of the customer is everybody's focus.
Working together as a team.
Delivering exceptional customer care.
It's what we do.
I know a great team when I experience it, and Team Holiday is one of the best.
Get here and get more truck or SUV for your buck, enticing offers, and more for your trade on a new or GM certified pre-owned Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC. Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com. We've all got one, the junk drawer. Batteries, paper clips, old power cords, things that on their own are useful, but together make a mess. It's easy to let our investments accumulate the same way. When was the last time you really sat down and reviewed whether or not your current investments continue to match your overall objectives and risk tolerance? When was the last time your investment advisor proactively evaluated your investments?
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part, no reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's fishlicious.
Chronic joint pain. It's all you think about. It prevents you from doing the things you love, like playing with your kids and grandkids, golfing, going for a walk, or just trying to tie your shoes. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Mitch. I was treated at New Medical Center for knee pain. I had problems walking or standing for any length of time, but now after 3 months I have hardly any pain. It's like 90% gone. I don't think twice about my knees anymore. Anybody who is thinking about knee surgery, I would definitely recommend this procedure. You
go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Welcome back here to Lomira, Wisconsin. The Lions and the Vikings going at it, introducing all those junior Lion football players, the future of the Lions program out there on midfield. This beautiful facility. Awesome press box, beautiful turf field here. Got the big scoreboard in the north end zone, and man, this town is as close as it gets to shutting down on a Friday night when the Lions are donning their red uniforms here in town, and last one out during away games, last one out the town, turn the lights off, and that's how this town is about their football. And just great energy in the stadium, good visiting contingent as well. And the Lions lead the Vikings 13-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. This is the Holiday Automotive highlights, or these are the Holiday Automotive highlights, and how could you overlook anything but the running attack of the Lomira Lions, led by Turner Wagoner in that first half, but it all comes down to Connor Steers, number 12, their 6'2", 195-pound junior quarterback, who in that first half like I'll maintain, other than that fumble inside the 10-yard line, which obviously can't happen, happened at the 4-yard line, but when it came down to reading the game, he did not miss in that first half. Made the right read every time outside of that one time when that one particular play where he thought Wagner was going to take. Wagner thought he was keeping, and the ball ended up in the hands of Sebastian Paul for the Vikings. But you got to give a lot of credit for Steers, how he's been able to run this offense here in the first half. And if you're Lomira, you're saying at halftime, we're up only by 6, and we feel like we haven't been stopped. We've only stopped ourselves. So in that first half, 66 yards and a touchdown on the ground for Wagner. He was 1 for 3 in that first half through the air. 21 yards passing, and of course that interception that you certainly have to highlight. And then number 11, Turner Wagner, 85 yards on the ground, scored that long 62-yard touchdown, and also caught the 21-yard pass, incidentally, from Connor Steers there in that first half. So a tremendous first half from the 6-foot running back, senior running back for the Lions. Leading it for the Vikings, their holiday automotive highlights, not much to speak of. That first drive, 13 plays, was pretty uneventful. Not a lot of highlights happening there. But their leader statistically is Cole Wiedmeyer, as it is usually for the Vikings. He had 47 yards in that first half and scored a touchdown for the Vikings, their only touchdown. 7 minutes and 37 seconds on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We appreciate you tuning in here, and we're going to take another timeout here. When we come back, halftime Taco Bell trivia. Hope you will stick around for that when we come back. This is Flyway Football, Lions and the Vikings on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake-turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch. Mmm.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com. We've all got one, the junk drawer. Batteries, paper clips, old power cords, things that on their own are useful, but together make a mess. It's easy to let our investments accumulate the same way. When was the last time you really sat down and reviewed whether or not your current investments continue to match your overall objectives and risk tolerance? When was the last time your investment advisor proactively evaluated your investments?
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Jordan King with you here, RadioPlusInfo.com. Glad to have you along this evening. Flyweight Conference opener for both the Lomira Lions and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. And on the Quest Interior scoreboard, the Vikings trail the Lions 13-7. How about a Taco Bell trivia here at halftime? Last season, I mentioned to open things off tonight that last season these two hooked up in a final game of the Flyway season last year. They opened it this year. It was the last game last year. Playoffs on the line. The winner went to the playoffs. Loser went home. What was the final score of that game? I'll give you a hint. It was a one-score game. That's the only hint I'll give you. But what was the final score of that game? It got crazy at the end. Lomira recovered a couple of onside kicks. Looked like it was over. Looked like, WLA put some subs in, and it looked like the game was over. Lomira recovered a couple of onside kicks and actually had a chance to, late in that game, to tie it up and potentially win the football game. What was the final score? WLA ended up winning, getting to the postseason, lost to Racine Lutheran in the first round. You know the rest of the story. But what was that score? To be able to enter that, rpvideosports@gmail.com. rpvideosports@gmail.com. Taco Bell now hiring in Fond du Lac at the East and West Johnson Street locations. And hustle over to your email inbox and let us know what you come up with as a final score from last season's meeting between these two teams that ended up deciding a playoff fate for a couple of the seniors on that Viking team that so badly wanted to make the postseason in their last go-round, and beating the Lions, able to do that. So let's take a minute timeout. We'll open up the inbox and see where it is, and then we'll come back. This is Flyway Football, the Lions and the Vikings, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
All that melty cheese you crave with double the steak is back at Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day, and if they find a product at a lower price, it automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back here to the home of the Lions, and Lomira has a 6-point lead as well over the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. Taco Bell halftime trivia. What was the score between these two teams a season ago? Last game of the conference season, winning you're in, losing you go home. Came down to a couple of onside kicks. Thought Lomira might scrape it back at the end, but WLA got the win, went to the playoffs. That's what we're waiting on. rpvideosports@gmail.com with the answer to that trivia question by Taco Bell. Again, Taco Bell now hiring in Fond du Lac, both the East and West Johnson Street locations. They're going to should put a couple more minutes on the clock here. 3 minutes to count down towards the second half. Looking forward to this second half between the Lions and the Vikings. Vikings got to find a way to stop the run and get a little bit more going offensively. In that first half, 66 yards and a score for quarterback Connor Steers, and 85 yards and a score for Turner Wagner for the Lions. Those are the leaders pretty much for both teams. Cole Wiedmeyer had 47 for the Vikings, but not really even within a shout of what Steers and Wagner were able to do for the Lions. So Vikings going to have to start on the defensive side as well. It'll be Lomira getting the ball after they kicked off to start the first half. So it'll be Lomira Lion football to to start the second half. We'll take another couple minutes of breaks when we come back. Second half on the way as Sam Lair warms up for the Vikings in the south end zone and the Lions warming up towards the north, getting ready to play this second half of football. Back with more. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusSports.com.
Mishaps like accidents, auto glass chips, and breakage happen. So it's good to know that the new state-of-the-art Holiday Collision and Glass Center is here for you. Count on Team Holiday for expert collision and paintwork, mobile auto glass fixes and replacement, paintless dent repair, and much more.
This is 2022 Heisman candidate Braylon Allen. As a running back, I know how it feels to be in a collision. When your vehicle needs rehab, trust the Holiday Collision Center to get it done right. Drive Holiday and discover the difference.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Welcome back here to Lomira, Wisconsin. The Lions and the Vikings getting after it here in Flyway Conference action and just about ready to get set, ready to kick things off here in the second half. 13-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So again, the Vikings will have to kick it off. It'll be freshman Gannon Schwartz to send it deep to the Lomira Lions. And Lomira will feel like, again, just to reiterate what I said at the end of that first half and not to sound like a broken record here, but the Lions got to feel like they stopped themselves at the end of that first half. I mean, you had a couple of opportunities. They were inside the 5 at the 4-yard line when they fumbled the football, and the Vikes able to turn them over there. And then a tipped pass, or Steers was hit when he threw the football, and you turn the ball over a couple of times, and you feel like
today's game is brought to you.
The Vikings hoping that one would check up, but bounds into the end zone, and Schraffnagel watches it do so. Check that. I think that was Caden Yonke who let that go in there. It's going to be the Lions starting at their own 20. By my mark, this is the worst starting field position for the Lions. So sometimes you kick it short and hope you can cover, and just like Gannon Schwartz, get into one there, and downwind certainly for Gannon Schwartz. It's Lomira has a big old flag in that north end zone, and it's almost standing up straight sideways with this breeze that has turned into a wind at times. Wagoner and Steers in the backfield. Steers sends a man in motion. That's his leading receiver, Sakat. And it is Steers. Steers chops Simmons, able to swallow him up. Steers picked up a yard on that one, out to the 21-yard line, and sets up a 2nd and 9. So better that time from a Viking standpoint. First play here of the second half, they're going to say he actually fell forward for a pair, so 2nd and 8, out to the 22-yard line. It really does look like from here it's at the 21, maybe 21 and a half. It's a long 8 yards for the Lions, who continue to run the football well. I mean, they're at the end of the first half. They were trying to go quickly. Not a lot of time, had about a minute left. Had to go about 50 yards. I think that's part of the reason that they threw that pick 10 the first half. They look at their best when they're on the run. And here's Schraffnagel, who they're usually running behind. Steers gives it to Wagoner. Wagoner cuts upfield, breaks a tackle, and he's on the near side. At the 50, into Viking territory at the 40, 35-30, 25-20. He's got outrun one man. It's Elijah Dujensky, and he takes it 88 yards for the score. The second monster carry from Turner Wagoner, and he just doubled his rushing output on that play alone. He's up to 173 yards on the ground and 2 monster carries for touchdowns. 2 plays, 80 yards, 78 yards on that one, pardon me. 165 yards on the ground tonight for Wagoner. Able to bust through, break a tackle, and it is 19-7. Extra point opportunity, looks good, creeps inside of that upright, and Zangel on his actual attempts is perfect here tonight. We'll take a timeout and come back. 10:57 to go in the third, 20-7 lead, Lions over the Vikings. Back after this. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 976 East Johnson Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 68 North Main Street. And Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Well, if you like running football, you like watching this Lomira Lion football team. My goodness, Wagoner takes it 78 yards to the house and was outrunning a couple of Vikings. Elijah Dujensky was the closest, broke a couple of tackles on his way to doing so as well. Did Wagoner, and like I said, 88.5 first half yards, 78 on that tote, so 163 yards for Wagoner, and we've played 2 plays in the second half. Here's Gensler on the return for the Vikings, across the 30, out to the 33, and pile up there. We'll see if they give him out to the 35, and that's where the Vikings will start possession. Just going to be just inside the 35. We'll call it the 35 for our purposes, with 10:51 to go here in the third quarter. 20-7 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. And I'll tell you what, that would have been an Addison Jones first down for Wagoner, but he said, I'll just run it into the end zone. No first down necessary. And the flag coming from the back judge, and 12 on, illegal substitution. Not sure what the call was. 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 was in formation defensively for the Lions. So free 5 yards for the Vikings, and they'll set up 1st and 5. Vikings don't have great memories setting up 1st and 5. Last time it happened, they ran a couple of plays and ended up with 3rd and 2 anyways. 3rd and 3, gained 1 yard each time. Couple of receivers to the top, Schumacher and Gensler. Revez and Wiedmeyer here at the bottom. Snap goes to Lair. He gives to Brendan Ebert. Ebert trying to pick his way on the near side, breaks a couple of tackles, and dives out past the 45 to the 47-yard line. That will be a pickup of 7 for Brendan Ebert. And Ebert, really nothing to speak of in the first half. He had 2 carries for 3 yards. It got him going in week 1. Ebert on the season, 20 carries for 83 yards, just over 4 yards per tote for Brendan Ebert. 10:30 and counting down here in the third quarter. Vikings trying to chip into what is a 13-point Lion lead. Lair back under center, has Wiedmeyer in the backfield. He gives to Cole Wiedmeyer, and Wiedmeyer puts his shoulder down and just bulldozes forward. And he picked up 4 on the play for the Vikings. Sets up a 2nd and 6. The Vikings have looked good when their first down play goes for 4 or 5 yards, as every offense usually does. The problem has come in for the Vikings when they've had penalties to back them up and when they have gone for nothing on that first play from scrimmage. So the third play of the drive upcoming. And the Vikings into Lion territory for what seems like the first time in forever. Here is Wiedmeyer. Wiedmeyer picking his way on the near side, gets piled up by a couple of Lions there and picked up, give them maybe 2 yards. Should set up about a third and long 4 or a 3rd and 5. They're going to say 3rd and 4 on the scoreboard. That's what we'll say here. Dujinski is going to head out there and check in for Revez. Elijah Dujinski, the second tight end for the Vikings. They usually swap those two in, send Revez or Dujinski in with the play call, and they give it to Sam Lair. Here's a flag. That was fired in there. And the Lions are doing some clapping, so we'll see what the call was. Offside lined up. One of the Vikings set up offside, and there you go. We were talking about it. Vikings, when they're much less efficient, again, as every offense is when you shoot yourself in the foot with penalties. So that's going to lead to a 3rd and 8. That's kind of interesting. I don't think they marched off 5 yards there. It certainly didn't look like it. It was just a 3rd and long 3 or a 3rd and 4. Now it's 3rd and 8 on that offside penalty on the Vikings. Here's Lair looking over the middle. Has Schumacher there. Tied up. And, yeah, there's the flag. Both of the line judges saw it. And I'll tell you what, the near side, that's not a flag he should have to throw, but the back judge didn't see it, so both sides' flags came towering down. And they're going to have a conversation now. Did both sides see the same thing? That's going to be the question. 8 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. And this turns out to be a pretty big call. It looked pretty obvious as to be pass interference, and it was. So they'll march off the penalty yardage. Not a spot foul as it is in the professional ranks. They'll just march off the 15 yards, an automatic first down for the Vikings. So a lifeline there on 3rd and long. That turns into a first down at the Lomira Lion 36-yard line. Star that 15-yard pass interference penalty that keeps the Vikings on the field. Heavy running set here. Turn, give. Ebert up the middle, and he dives forward for about 3. Depending on the spot, maybe 4 for the Vikings. Sets up 2nd and 6, 2nd and 7, somewhere in that territory for WLA. And the Lions continuing to do a nice job up front. Look at number 73, Lucas Lack, 6'5", 285. Matt Shelvin, 6'2", 265. They're going to send Lax off the field and now sub in, I think that's Kincaid Total, who goes 210 on that line as well. So just a lot of options underneath inside for the Lions. Wiedmeyer has it on the near side, and a good aggressive tackle there by Talon Lidke to stop him, but he's inside the Lion 30-yard line down to the 29. Picks up 4 yards, sets up a 3rd and 3. So the Vikings, with their first possession here of the second half, started at their own 35 after Lomira started as good as he could. A 2-play, 80-yard drive to get things going. It was an 78-yard touchdown scamper for Turner Wagoner. Here's a big 3rd down for the Vikings. Counterplay. Wiedmeyer tripped up. I couldn't tell who that was. Was that Schroffnagel who came through? I believe it was. And tripped Wiedmeyer up in the backfield, just darted through. Sam Schroffnagel, just 175 pounds, but used his leverage to get low. And Wiedmeyer picked up nothing on that one, 4th and 3. Vikings looking for another one of those Addison Jones real estate first downs. See if they can pick it up here on 4th and 3. This is a little bit of an inflection point early in this second half. 6 minutes and change to go in this third quarter. Lair under center, gives to Ebert, puts his head down. Looks like the Lions stopped him. Couple of fist pumps from that red C on the sideline, and I think we're headed back the other way as Ebert only able to pick up a pair, and that's going to go back over to Lomira. 20-7, and the Lions get the football back. They've moved the ball with not relative ease, just plain old with ease. So that's where the Lions will take over. By the way, still got that Taco Bell halftime trivia. I wasn't told that you had to answer at halftime, so I guess if you email now, I'll still take it. Steers turns hands. This is Wagoner, and Wagoner is driven backwards. I think he lost maybe a yard on that one, and the Vikings doing a better job on that specific play. Sets up a 2nd and 11 with 6 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third quarter. 20-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. If you're just joining us, it has been long runs, scoring runs of 36, 62, and 78 for the Lions to build this 13-point 20-7 lead over the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. And trying to get their flyway hopes or their flyway seasons off to a good start. Here is Wagoner, and Wagoner is stacked up. Thought he might break another one. Though I tell you what, he's been running through those tackles all night long. Picked up 2 there, so got the lost yardage back +1. Leads a 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Have not seen Lomira in these 3rd and really, these 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Have not seen that tonight. For the Lions, they've, as most good running teams do, stayed ahead of the chains so far, with the exception of one penalty that I can think of there in that first half that pushed them further back down the field. So in the backfield, Steers in the shotgun with Wagoner. Takes the snap. It's going to be a pass. Oscar Bloom setting up the screen and able to get it to Wagoner. Wagoner run down from behind. And who was that? Was that Sebi Paul? It was Sebastian Paul for the Vikings, able to run down Wagoner. I'll tell you what, Oscar Bloom came screaming off the edge, and I'm thinking to myself, man, if you're Bloom, you're thinking this has got to be too good to be true, and it was. Setting up the screen to the far side. Backer able to get off of the field, and it looks like the Vikings may have forced the Lions into their first punt of the evening, as number 54, Dalton Zingzheim, out to see if he can boot this one deep. Zingzheim catches. There's a flag, and this is a short punt. Takes a Lomira bounce inside the 30 down to the 25. It'll keep rolling, and it'll touch out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Now we got to see what this penalty is about. It was 4th and 2. Sometimes if that, maybe there was a Viking lined offside that will give the Lions a fresh set of downs. Nope. Illegal procedure, illegal formation. We're going to sneak 30 seconds in here. 3:51 to go in the third. Back with more. This is, we got to, I guess we're going to keep it here. They're going to make the, Vikings going to make them repunt, I think. 4th and 7. Yeah, they're going to make them repunt. Thanks to our great team here that didn't send it to break. I got them on their toes over here. But, there you go. Confirmation that they're going to back them up the 5 yards. And what do we got now? They're stopping the game once again. I think the Lomira coach wants an explanation. We should have just taken the timeout. Getting an explanation is Coach Gregory over there with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. We do have a submission. WLA 21, Lomira 14. Cheryl's got that one right. So there you go. Taco Bell halftime trivia winner. 21-14. Yeah, that was a 21-7 game for the longest time last fall. And I'll tell you what, it looked like, the Vikings had taken Ethan Cole out of the ball game. Oh, another stoppage here. And they put Lair in because Sam Lair actually threw what ended up being the game-winning touchdown pass in that game last season. It was 14-0, and then Lomira scores, and it was just a crazy end to that game. But Lomira ended up recovering 2 straight onside kicks And if the rule was that you could advance onside kicks, I'm not so sure Lomira doesn't come back and tie up that game, because that second onside kick, the guy caught it in stride. The Lion player caught it in stride, and just about he would have probably housed it, honestly. And the rules being what they are, they had to try to carve it out on offense. So Zingheim will try again. Oh, and the Vikings trying to block it as it was a low snap. This is going to be, that takes a Viking bounce this time. Schumacher collides with Brown. Here's where we'll take the timeout. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondi Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at FondiFamilyDental.com.
Back here, Lomira High School, the site between the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings have good field position here. It's a screen pass out to the near side. Schumacher has a blocker out ahead of him. He could be gone. Down the left side at the 30. Sebi Paul's out in front. Cuts back upfield. Can he dive to the end zone? Touchdown, Vikings. It's a screen pass from Lair to Schumacher. And Schumacher does the rest, taking it 53 yards to the house. And this thing gets tightened back up. A one-play scoring drive. The Vikings on the other end of that earlier tonight, and now are a extra point away from making this just a 6-point ball game once again. And what a response there from Coach Kevin Lair's Vikings. 20-13. I'll tell you what, that was sealed off perfectly. I couldn't see who the blocker was on this near side. It's been Revez most of the night, but Vikings able to kick someone out, block for Schumacher. Here's the snap. It's good. Hold is down, and Gannon Schwartz makes this a 6-point game for the Vikings. 20-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and come back with more. 3:37 to go in the third quarter. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Apply now to qualify for the Sabre Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The Sabre Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
3:37 to go here in the third quarter. Big scoring drive there. That's a big couple of minutes for the Vikings. You know, normally you don't talk about those 5-yard penalties as being game changers, but, you know, the Vikings were inside their own 25-yard line at the 24. The 5-yard penalty makes Zingheim re-kick it, ends up at about the 50-yard line, and Noah Schumacher takes a screen pass from Sam Lair, 53 yards to the house, and the Vikings are back in it. So if you're Coach Gregory, the message is certainly just got to be, guys, get back out on the field and let's continue to impose our will as we've been able to do on the ground, and they certainly have. Schwartz is going to kick to the near side. That's a nice catch out of the air at about the 10-yard line. Cutting up field on the left side, cutting back to the right. Couple of blocks up out in front of him, and there's a hold. And, yeah, I was afraid of that. I was afraid the flags were going to come out. If you're a Lions fan, you certainly were as well. Looked like a good-looking return. That was Caden Yankee on the return. And it was a nice run by Yankee, and you hate to see it wiped out by really what looked like an unnecessary hold behind the play. Didn't see a number on that, but probably didn't have to do it. Yankee would have been out somewhere near the 40-yard line. Instead, going to be down inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. So second worst field position, starting field position tonight for Lomira, but the last time they had their worst field position, they went 2 plays, toted at 80 yards in those 2 plays. Steers in the shotgun formation, and the Vikings force the Lions into a 3rd and long again. I think that's going to be the question. Here's Wagoner on the near side, and Wagoner is cut down there by a couple of Vikings. The final one was Simmons. Couldn't see who the DB was that was there first. Looked like it might have been Wiedmeyer, and popping his head out is Cole Wiedmeyer. Pickup of 5, make it 4 for Wagoner. And, man, this Lions offensive line is dangerous when they start getting those guards pulling around to that weak side, or in that case, this near side. 2 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard pickup for Wagoner. Schroffnagel has lined up in the backfield right behind that offensive line. They want to run behind him. Sakat goes into motion, and the near side is, no, they're going to keep it. It's Steers. Steers breaks a tackle. Big flag coming in from the back judge, and I think that's another hold, at least where it landed. That looked like a holding situation, or a holding territory, if you will. And I could just hear from the far side, that was Coach Gregory. Could hear it with the headset on and all up here in the press box, which is, I mean, we're all the way across the field. He said, let them play. Let the kids play. Illegal block in the back is the call, which that does make a little bit more sense than a hold. It almost looked like a return at times there. And I think it's just about back to 2nd and 9-ish, 2nd and 8 maybe, after that penalty wipes off what was a nice gain for Connor Steers. 6-point lead on the Quest Interiors scoreboard for the Lions as they have a 2nd and 8 here. Wagoner in the backfield alongside Steers. Steers takes it, going to keep it. He's trying to be pursued from the back from Paul. Steers down the near side, slung down at the 50-yard line by Chop Simmons, who does a nice job in pursuit. And where do they mark it? They're going to mark it straight away at the 50. So a terrific pickup there on the ground from Steers as he took that one about 25 yards by my count. Oh, check that. They were up at the that was out there at the 26-yard line, so 24 yards on the pickup for Steers. Getting my hash marks mixed up there. Again, you kind of get the assist. You usually get the assist from the scoreboard. They have the previous yard marker up there. Not the case here tonight. Schroffnagel in the backfield with Wagoner and Steers. Sending Schroffnagel to the far side. They're going to run behind him with Wagoner. Wagoner picking his way around the left side, and it's Karst on the tackle, helped out with Ebert. But Wagoner gets the first down, picks up 10. That's a nice run. And I'll tell you what, the patience that time from Turner Wagoner was tremendous. And 1 minute 5 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, and this is exactly the drive that Coach Gregory and the Lions were hoping to have. After you give up the big play, the 53-yard touchdown strike on the possession before for the Vikings, how do you respond if you're the Lions? Well, continue to churn out what's been easy for you all night, which is everything and anything on the ground. Chase Potter and Kobe Sakat on the near side. Steers in the backfield with, this time it's Schaumburg. Steers keeps, and a nice play made by Noah Gensler to hold Steers to just a single yard. And we'll see how aggressive Lomira wants to get her if they send this thing to the 4th quarter. Well, that I'll tell you what, that was not the most generous spot there, so it's really a 2nd and 10 still. We'll give Steers the yard, though, on the official, unofficial stats that we got going on up here. Lomira's going to let this thing run out. We'll take a quarter timeout. 20-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Glad to have you along tonight. The Vikings back in it. They trail by 6. This is flyway football between the Lomira Lions and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hi, my name is Jim Dreyfus. I am one of the owners of Dufresne Moving and Storage. My grandfather started the business in 1931 with horse and wagon, and now we're a 4th-generation company and have everything from Sprinter vans to 53-foot semis. We service the local community for both residential and commercial products.
Hi, my name's Craig. I do the estimating for Dufresne Moving and Storage. I will come into the home, take a look at what you want us to move. We do all 48 states. We also do local, and I will give you the estimate before I leave, whether it's commercial or residential. You'll have a ballpark idea of what the move will cost. We also offer short-term storage with our storage on truck option. We also have long-term storage with our climate-controlled vault system. One of the unique characteristics of Dufresne is we have a dedicated permanent staff that's willing to go that extra mile for you. Call the office, the girls set me up with an estimate, and I'll be knocking on your door.
Welcome back here to Lomira, Wisconsin. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones is making sense of investing, and my goodness, they just stoked up the bonfire across the way, and they are ready for the fourth quarter here in Lomira. They're playing Ring of Fire. I mean, they are ready to roll here. Lions fans and Viking fans alike. Steers, that's a nice take around the right edge. Oh, what a play. Darting up from his cornerback spot was Sam Lair and putting a hit on his opposing number. Lair, the quarterback for the Vikings, and able to dart off the edge and put a hit on Steers. It's going to set up a 3rd and 6. It's about 6.5 really here for Steers, so give him 5 on that pickup. Chance for the Vikings to potentially get off the field here and build on what is momentum starting to, momentum, you always think of it as a pendulum. It's starting to swing back to the Vikings, and if they're able to get off the field here, I think you would probably say the Vikings are right back in it. And timeout. I saw something fly through the air. I thought that might have been a flag. No, not to be. It is a timeout from Coach Gregory and his crew. They'll talk it over. Well, 11 minutes and 5 seconds left in this ball game, and it's 20-14. Lomira leads it. It's Flyway football. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Stay with us.
You work hard, you play hard. You're in it to win it. When plumbing problems slow you down, a call to Bernhard only takes a minute. For over 50 years, Bernhard Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to Mayville and surrounding communities. From septic systems and sewers to drains and dairy to new faucets and fixtures, Bernhard Plumbing does it all and does it right. Stay in the game. Make the call. 387-3925. Bernhard Plumbing. Taking a leak and fixing it.
So what can the Lions do coming out of this timeout? They got a 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up one of these Addison Jones real estate first downs. Addison Jones, call them then the movers, and Lomira trying to move the chains. You wonder if they got 2 downs to do it. You just wonder. Kind of in no man's land in terms of punting or whatever else. They got Sakat in motion. He's the favorite quarterback or the favorite target of Steers, and he makes the first down catch. Should be, just needed to get to the tip of the ball to that 30-yard line, and that's where Sakat slid down, and that was a nice little play drawn up out of the timeout. Move Sakat in motion to the near side. Just flip it out there, run. Steers kind of sprinted him out to this left side, and that's a tough throw for him to make. Made it, thrown across the body. And they just needed the tip of the football to get to the 30. They got pretty much the entire thing sitting on that 30-yard line into plus territory. This drive started at their own 24, and they've worked it down inside the Viking 30, or right at the Viking 30. 10.5 minutes left to play. Schaffnagel back to the backfield. Here's Steers. Steers gives it to Schaumburg, and he is lit up in the back. Now he fell forward. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage by a couple of Vikings. Picks up a pair on the play. Schaumburg, of all 3 Lion runners, has had the least success on the season. Schaumburg, 9 carries for 91 yards. So, make no mistake, he is not Steers or Wagoner, but had the best yards per carry average. Now, Wagner's yards per carry going to balloon up after tonight. He's working closer. He's starting to work closer to 200-yard night. He might be there. when we add things up when all is said and done. And he's back into the backfield now, right next to his quarterback, Connor Steers. Here is Steers running behind Wagner. Oh, nice play by a couple of different Vikings. The first one was Sebastian Paul, knifing through, and the play ended up getting made by the linebackers, one of which was Noah Schumacher. Pickup of nothing on the play. You know, Sebi Paul doesn't end up getting credited with anything there, but able to dispose of Wagner and just kind of get a big paw on Steers and start that process of slowing him down. When Connor Steers gets ahead of steam, that's when he starts to become a tough guy to bring down. That's for sure. Steers and Wagner in the backfield. Sakat at the top alongside Chase Potter. They're going to send Schroffnagel in motion. Got a receiver down to the near side. There's Wagner. Wagner around the right side. Got to get to the 20, and there's a flag that comes in late. Did they get another hold on Lomira? They did. So that's going to back the Lions up again. Tell you what, the Lions have had a couple of nice runs. That one, he wouldn't have, I don't think Wagner would have gotten there, but if you're the Vikings, you take it anyway because uncertain kicking, well, it takes you out of field goal range for sure. Plus, it would have only been a 4th and about 2. 4th and 1 maybe even for the Lions. Now it turns into a 3rd and 17. They're trying to wind the clock, and operators not winding it. So we'll see if they pick up on that. We're right next to him. I could tap on the window, but that's not my job. They're trying to get him to wind it. They're going to wind it on the snap. So saving the Vikings a few seconds here are the clock people. There's a screen setting up to Wagner. Wagner, what a play by Jack Karst. Now it's Chop Simmons, and Wagner breaks a couple of tackles. The Vikings going to stack him up there. I'll tell you what, that could have been even worse for the Lions, but it's going to end up with a 4th and 12 after a pickup of 5. They set up the screen, identified well by it really fooled a lot of Vikings there, but Jack Karst was not fooled by it. His instincts kicked in. He dropped in and was able to slow Wagner down enough to where Chop Simmons got there, and once Simmons latches onto you, it's over. Karst is, got the great instincts, has 18 total tackles, leads the team for the Vikings this season. And Chop Simmons, another guy that really taken a huge step on this defensive side of the football. Better snap this time to Zing Zyman. He's going to aim it towards the corner. That is a tremendous punt by Zing Zyman. It goes out at the 2-yard line, and that is a big momentum play by Zing Zyman. Not often the kicking game does it, but it does that time. It may be at the 1-yard line. We're going to keep it right here. I think they're going to spot this thing at the 1-yard line. That thing almost hit the pylon. It's inside the 1. I'll tell you what, you cannot put the ball any closer to the goal line than that. So the Vikings able to stop the Lions after a 9-play drive, ends it with a punt, and Zing Zyman comes out. He's struggled kicking this year, but the sophomore able to pin the Vikings deep. Oh, that's a nice play. Once again, we saw that on a 4th and inches in the first quarter. The Vikings go quick snap to Sam Lair, and Lair picks up about 5, even more than 5. It's about 5.5 because he's out to the 6-yard line and sets up a 2nd and 5. Nice play by Lair to dart forward, skirting that left side of the offensive line as well. Out to the 6-yard line. A little bit more space, a little bit more breathing room for the Vikings now. Lair under center with a couple of guys in the backfield. Motions Wiedmeyer out. Give his inside to, that's Ebert. Ebert breaks a tackle. He's out past the 20. Fumble. Ball is loose. Out at the 30-yard line. Ebert with a strong run but lost the football, and it turns back over to the Lions. Ebert was out. You got to give him about 20 yards on the pickup before he was hit from behind, and it goes back over to the Lions. That is a big turnover. Star that fumble, and the Vikings now got to trot their defense out there, who was on the field for 9 minutes. And look, I know most teams and most players at this level or this division play both ways, but there is a difference between playing offense and defense. There's no doubt about it. And that is a big play. That evens up the turnover count at 2 apiece. Fumble each way and an interception each way as well. And the Vikings back out onto the field trying to stop this ground attack. Steers has it. He keeps up the middle, and that was, who was the first one there? Alec Oberg was in the backfield. He's the center and one of the defensive linemen for the Vikings, and he just held on for dear life to Connor Steers' right foot and able to drag him down. Maybe got a yard. We'll credit him with a yard and give it 2nd and 9. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in this one. 20-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Jordan King with you. Glad to have you along on RadioPlusInfo.com. Flyway action getting underway. Tell you about another Flyway game coming up tomorrow in our post-game show. I'll be out at Fruth Field for that one. Tell you more about that after the game. Here's Steers up the middle and wrestled down by Jack Karst, and wrestled in every sense of the word. Karst, a tremendous wrestler for the Vikings, and, well, this is a wrestling town after all. Lomira, Wisconsin. Great wrestling tradition, although probably as hungry as they've ever been. 8 yards on the carry, by the way, for Steers. Probably as hungry as they've been in a long time on the wrestling mats, I got to imagine. The Lomira-Campbell sport rivalry has been stoked up again with the Cougars back in the Flyway Conference, and got to believe last year's conference championship, both in the dual season and in the Flyway Conference tournament, that's got to believe that lit a fire similar to the one burning in the bonfire across the way under these Lomira wrestlers. Steers keeps it, going straight up the middle. Stacking him up is Peyton Backery for the Vikings, and he's short. He actually lost a couple of yards, maybe a yard and a half on that play. It's going to set up a 4th and long 2 or a 4th and 3 as Steers loses a yard on the play. Got to believe you keep Connor Steers out there and you say, we're going to get behind this offensive line. We're going to get behind Sam Schroffnagel, who has been the lead blocker, and heck, we'll even throw Turner Wagoner out ahead of Steers here, and let's see if the Vikings can stop him on 2 straight downs. Using a lot of time getting this play call in, but here comes Steers sprinting back to his huddle. Tell you what, he's done a lot of running tonight. Don't have a total carry number yet, but he also runs back and forth from the huddle. So Lomira's going to take a timeout. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left. A big 4th and 2 upcoming. We're going to take a timeout with them. This is Flyway Football, the Lions and the Vikings on RadioPlusInfo.com.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
Back here, the Vikings and the Lions, 20-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So, yeah, I thought that maybe took a little bit longer than Lomira wanted to getting that play call in. They were sprinting out there, looked a little bit disorganized, take the timeout, 4th and 2. It's a big one as the ball sits at about the 22-yard line. It's to Wagoner, and Wagoner's going to have it. He is inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line, maybe the 18. Give it to him there at the 18. Pickup of 4. He only needed 2. And we're starting to get into territory where if you are the Vikings, you're wondering if there's enough ticks on that clock that is just, like I'll use the word I used in the first quarter, melting away in that north end zone. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. And if you're a Vikings fan, that is, looks like looks like it's racing down, and I'm sure those Lions fans are out there saying that's not running fast enough. I think there's both sides of the coin. Here is Steers, takes the shotgun snap, turns to Wagner. Wagner up the middle, breaks a tackle, and Wagner tries to put this one on ice. 18-yard scamper to the house. Star those two plays. Wagner's over 2 Bills, and he's got his second touchdown. Check that, third touchdown of the night. Wagner, I think we have an early bid for player of the game. Turner Wagner just knifes up the middle, breaks the tackle, and this one, well, the Vikings going to have to, you got to believe they're going to have to air it out and then get a stop. Some more subdued fireworks on the far side being lit off by Lions fans. Field goal, extra point, up and through. So perfect on extra points for Easton Zangle. He is 3 for 3 tonight. 27-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout and come back after this. This is high school football, flyway football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Back here at Lomira High School. There you go. They got the fireworks going off. Bang on the drum all day is being played over the loudspeakers. They don't want to go to work. Well, you don't have to. Labor Day weekend. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice weekend based on what I saw, as long as they don't change on that. I'll tell you what, there were a couple of big plays there, none bigger than the 4th down scamper 4 yards for number 11, Turner Wagner. Get that Addison Jones real estate first down, move the chains. And then the next play, 18 yards to the house. Pooch kick here is fielded by the Vikings, and Cole Keifenheim takes a knee goes to a knee as he makes the play. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here tonight. And like I said earlier, the Vikings probably got to go quick now. Not probably, you do. Not so far, at least this season, has not been a quick strike offense. And they've scored 20 and 21 points in their 2 games respectively. That wouldn't be good enough to get it done tonight. So Sam Lair under center will probably be in the shotgun, actually, I would imagine. Gensler is the one to highlight. He's on this near side, guarded by Jackson Goebel and Kobe Sakat. I say you'd probably highlight him, but double coverage for Gensler, and that's going to be nothing new for him. The give is to Karst. Karst on the far side, spins upfield. He's going to pick up 2. Nice play made there by a couple of different Lomira Lions. The last one in was number 75, Owen Recklaw, 190-pound senior. Just a very solid kid. 5'7", 170 pounds, or 190 pounds, pardon me. Looks like a wrestler out there. Not sure if he's part of that wrestling squad with Lomira. Looked like a deep shot for Lair. Now he's going to have to check down. Gensler beats his man. Gensler on a slant pattern now, and he takes this one up forward. He's going to pick up 18 yards on the play for Noah Gensler. Nice job by Lair that time to find Gensler on after he had to kind of check it down. Lair in the shotgun takes the snap. A little bit of a pass play fake. Now he's going to run. Run to the far side. Goes around the left side and gets out of bounds. Lair takes it from the 40 down inside the 35. No, they're going to mark him at the 36. I think that's a little bit of a shy spot there. But he picks up 14 on the play. Ball's at the 36. 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in this one. Vikings got to score twice. They trail by 13. 27-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Scampering for a first down. That means Moving the Chains, presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. So the Vikings near scoring territory once again. Too many drives in the first half, and we'll talk about this in the postgame, but Vikings probably just thinking too many drives there in the first half in which they didn't get anything going. That led to this situation. Here's Lair on the near side. Hit late, and that was a nice rush by Isaac Wolf, and Lair kind of slams the turf a little bit. And we'll see what this 2nd and 10 play call looks like. Tough lot for a quarterback at this point in the game when you are in obvious passing situations. The defense kind of pin the ears back, so to speak, as they always say. And, where don't really have to defend against the run, really. So Lair in the shotgun, along with Karst. Sends Wiedmeyer in motion. Wiedmeyer on the near side. Lair looking to the far side, now over the middle on a little bit of a drag route there and out ahead of Schumacher. So back-to-back incompletions for Lair after his 14-yard scamper. Still got 2 downs to deal with it. 4-down territory. So Lair comes over to the near side to get the play call. 2 minutes and 19 seconds. If the Vikings were to punch this one in, you're looking at onside situation. Almost certainly. Under center, Lair this time. Got Gensler on a slant all the way across the field. Couple of Lions defenders ran into each other. And Noah Gensler with a 31-yard touchdown. What a throw from Sam Lair. Lair's 2nd touchdown of the night. And that was a 31-yard beauty over the top to Noah Gensler. And that's a big score for the Vikings. Now you're looking at onside field goal situations. This is a big extra point. If the Vikings, you score this extra point, you go down 6. Now if you do recover an onside kick, now you're in pole position to try to score and potentially win this thing. And I think the Vikings had 12 in formation, so this is going to make this one a little more tricky for the freshman kicker, Gannon Schwartz. 12 men in the huddle. There's confirmation of that. If it goes in, it'll be 27-21. Either way, if you're the Vikings, you've gotten this thing back to a 1-score game. Lair, good snap, good hold. That is missed to the near side. That's what it looked like. Yep, missed to the near side. So 27-20. Maybe start that later on down the road. We're going to take a timeout. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. 7-point lead for Lomira. Onside kick, you would think, upcoming for the Vikings. Stay with us here. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
March & Schmidt has been a global leader in the manufacture of industrial food cutting solutions for over 55 years. Our staff is committed to using leading-edge technology to create custom designs specifically for the food industry. March & Schmidt is proud of our manufacturing process and strive to produce the highest quality machinery every day. We're focused on one thing, satisfying our customers and giving them the best quality product. A complete turnkey solution provider, integrating both processing and packaging equipment. Our team is focused on our customers' overall success, while the family values drive our relationships.
Back here, Lomira High School hosting the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings, and it's all going to come down to a freshman kicker and his onside kicking abilities. Now, I say that pretty dramatically. Obviously, this game has come down to a lot more than just Gannon Schwartz and his ability to kick off. And Vincent Rivez going on late, part of the hands team, I would imagine. Gensler is probably the one to look at, although looks like they're going to kick it deep by the looks of it. We'll see what happens. Schwartz is going to go straight up the middle, and diving on it is Schumacher. Did Schumacher get on it? Gensler and Schwartz saying they got it, and there is the Vikings. Schumacher pops out with it. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and the Vikings have new life. And there is confirmation at the plus 47 for WLA. Oh my goodness, the twists and turns of this game, both last year and this year. And they're going to slow things down as the Vikings, number 15, or I think that was 15 on that far side, heaving the, yeah, that's Miles McCauley. McCauley is sophomore, and he's the receiver at the top side of the screen. So receivers that you generally don't see from the Vikings too often. Miles McCauley's one of them. He's at the top of the screen. Lair looking, surveying, looking to McCauley. McCauley's got his man beat. That's a little bit overthrown, and it'll hit down at the 15-yard line, incomplete. Good look there from Lair, but just a little bit too much on it. Last year was 2 consecutive onside kicks recovered, 2 straight possessions in which the Lomira Lions recovered onside kicks to get themselves back into that one. This one, like I said, did not look like an onside kick, and Schwartz just dribbled it up the middle. You've seen that in recent times, with some success at the pro level and certainly the college level, where you just dribble it up the middle, and usually you try to get your kicker back on top of it and maybe some other guys blocking for him. But that time it was just Noah Schumacher who wanted it a little bit more than some Lions. Schumacher's in motion to the top side of the screen. 3 receivers up there now. Going to try to get it to Schumacher. There is Schumacher. Breaks the tackle. Can he get out of bounds? No, he won't. But he'll pick up 6. Make it 5 and make it 2nd and 4. 1 minute and 53 seconds. How quickly do the Vikings go here, or do they take a timeout? There's my answer. Timeout from Coach Lair. 1 minute and 47 seconds left. We're going to take a timeout with them. Back with more after this. Got a good one cooking here in Lomira. Back after this. This is Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Winfield Homes is a locally owned custom home building company of over 25 years that prides itself on great service, high quality, and providing the best building experience possible. Owners Jim Boudry and Jason Zellner are there for you every step of the way to ensure that your new home is built just the way you've dreamed it to be. With the same passion that they have for their clients' homes, Jim and Jason are proud supporters of and are personally involved in youth sports programs and are truly committed to their success. Winfield Homes wishes you all the best of luck this season.
Back here, the Vikings and the Lions. And it's a gorgeous night for football. And we have been treated to a spectacle between the Lions and the Vikings. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 3rd and 4. The Vikings need 4 to get a first down. And at this point in the game, it's easy to get caught up in this score and try to get it all back in one play. I think that might have been what happened on first down when Lair took that shot down the field. Now they're stopping things and waiting for confirmation of the start. There you go. 3rd and 4. It's a big one. Vikings have 2 downs to get it, but they'd like to get it here, I got to imagine. They got a man through. It's Gensler. Gensler at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Vikings are an extra point away from tying this up out of nowhere. The Vikings were down 13 points. They've scored 12 straight. And they got a kick now. I don't see Schwartz out there. Is Gannon Schwartz on the field, or are the Vikings going to take a timeout? The Vikings are taking a timeout. This is, I got to imagine, to discuss whether they go to win this thing in regulation or go for the extra point. Do you put it on a freshman kicker? That decision coming up next. We're going to take the timeout with them. Be back coming up after this. Flyway football, 1-point game between the Lions and the Vikings. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hi, Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Oh, my. 42 yards on the strike from Sam Lair to Noah Gensler. You just can't keep Gensler down all game. It's so difficult with his profile, and there is no Gannon Schwartz on the field. Looks like the Vikes are going for two. If they miss it, they got an onside kick again. They just recovered an onside kick. If they get it, Lomira's got to drive themselves down the field when they're back on offense. The turn to give. No, keeping is Lair. Lair, there's a face mask. Free play. Lair's going to throw it, and it's Gensler again. That was a face mask by Lomira, so it's going to come down to the defense of WLA. Gensler on the two-pointer. It's 28-27. Oh, my goodness. The Viking sideline is outrageous. The run is outrageous. And now the Vikings, if you're Coach Lair, you got to get your guys calmed down. You got to play a minute and 40 seconds of defense. You got to find a way to get your guys calmed down and do the little things right here. I mean, we'll go back here as we get our wits about us. But the Lions have scoring plays of 36, 62, and 78 yards, and then an 18-yard run as well. All of them runs. But nonetheless, still did happen. So here's the important thing. With the Vikings not having to use the face mask, they get to kick off from the 45-yard line. They got to enforce that on the kick, so that's an important factor to recall. So Schwartz will get to kick it from there, send it into the night sky. The breeze that once was fairly stiff from the south to the north is really calmed down, and Schwartz will send this thing deep. It's a line drive, downfielded, muffed at the 10 by the Lions. Taken from there, and a couple of Vikings stack him up at the 17, 18-yard line. The returner that time was 35 again. That's Caden Yonke, who's done a nice job returning it for the Lions. So from their own 17, the Lions have to take it 83 yards to potentially win this game. Now, worth noting, Easton Zangle has been the kicker tonight. He has been perfect on extra points. Have not seen him kick a field goal, though. They're going to stop it, and the Vikings are going to use a timeout. 1 minute and 34 seconds. We're going to regroup up here in the broadcast booth. Jordan King with you. 28-27. This is Flyway Sports on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Doyle Kelly Dental, the name this area is trusted to bring smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle and Dr. Aaron Cole continue this exceptional care with staff who go the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment.
Hello, this is Dr. Aaron Cole. I'm excited to be working in my hometown alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will continue making your smile my first priority. I'm in the office 5 days a week and serving you until 7 p.m. on Mondays. I'm accepting patients now at FondulacSmiles.com.
1 minute and 34 seconds on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. That reads Winnebago Lutheran Academy 28 and Lomira 27. From the clutches, trying to grasp this one back. One timeout left for the Lions, and they got to drive 83 yards with what has been largely a rushing offense this season. Here is Steers. That one's almost batted away. Gensler's got the tackle on the far side. They're going to run the clock. That was Wagner on the far side. Give him 9, sets up 2nd and 1. Lomira's got to go quick. Inside a minute 15 now to go. Steers takes the shotgun snap. Over the top. Tipped away by the Vikings. Also was overthrown. And if nothing else for the Lions, stops the clock. 1 minute and 11 seconds left. So you have to get the first down if you're Lomira. It's a 3rd and 2. They actually gave him 8 yards. I thought he looked like 9 on that pickup from Wagner. They gave him 8, so 3rd and 2. And priority number 1 is to get the first down if you're the Lions. But priority 2 is you have 71 seconds with which to work. You got to work quick. Steers looks to the near side. Oh, looked like it could have been picked. Tipped and caught. What a play. Who was that? Was that Schumacher or Dujenski on the near side? Thought he was going to undercut it and pick it. Instead, the play made by Talon Lidke. He stayed in bounds. He got about 8 yards. 58 seconds left in the game. Steers in the backfield. Looks to the near side. Catch made there. Gain of 4. Nice play by Karst to cut down Schroffnagel. Good little route by Schroffnagel, and they're going to see if they can nickel and dime the Vikings down the field. Pickup of 4 there, 2nd and 6. Make it 2nd. Yeah, we'll call it 2nd and 6. And Steers trots back into the huddle. 52 seconds, and it's stopped right now. 2 receivers to the top, 2 receivers to the bottom. Wagner is in the backfield. They've hit him on a couple of screens. Not sure if it's screen time at this point in the game. Steers in the backfield. Now going to go deep. This is overthrown, and Dujenski made a poor play on it. Talon Lidke would have scored had he caught the ball. Dujenski must have lost that in the lights. And I think his teammates encouraging him to stay deep on those plays. Don't let him get behind you. If you're the Vikings, you'll take those nickel and diming kind of plays. You got to be able to make a tackle in bounds if you're the Vikings. And if you're the Lions, man, you got to be encouraged with what you just saw in the broken coverage at the back end and an opportunity to win this game. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. That was once again Lidke who got behind the Viking defense. He's on the near side. Steers going to keep it. He's going to run it up the middle. And at the 50-yard line is when they'll stop it. 40 seconds left. Steers gets a first down for the Lions. That's important. Clock runs. 38, 37, counting down. 36. Steers in the backfield. Spikes the ball with 33 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Dead on the 50-yard line. So that was a pickup of about a dozen or so from Steers. My. 28-27. Can the Vikings pull one from the clutches of certain defeat, at least what it looked like about 15 minutes ago real time, 5 minutes ago game time? It looked almost impossible. The Vikings needed a score, an onside kick, and a score. They got all 3. And then they got a 2-point conversion. 2nd and 10. Steers takes the snap. Paul on the rush. Far side. Nice pass off the hands of Jackson Goebel. And 28 seconds on the clock for 3rd and 10. That was a nice throw by Steers. Led his man, Jackson Goebel, to the sideline. All he had to do was make the catch, get a foot down, and he would have stopped the clock with a fresh set of downs. Big junction of this game, obviously. 28 seconds left, 3rd and 10. This drive started at their own 17-yard line for the Lions. Steers in the backfield. Takes the shotgun snap. Paul coming around the outside on the blind side. That's a high pass and a nice defensive play made on the far side. Goebel went up for it. Sam Lair hit him as soon as the ball did. Well timed by the Vikings quarterback and cornerback, and it's 4th and 10. Comes down to this. The Vikings need one more stop on 4th and 10 to somehow sneak out of here with a win. When they hopped on the bus heading down I-41 this afternoon, you couldn't have written a script like this. You really couldn't write a script like these last 2 times these 2 teams have played, going back to last season. Vikings trying to win both of them. Steers with it. Couple of guys. There's the screen to Wagner. Wagner got to get a couple more, and the Vikings stack him up. The Vikings was stack him up. Kneel down situation, victory formation for the Vikings. They are going to escape Lomira, Wisconsin with a win. They got to field 1 snap, maybe 2 if Lomira uses their timeout. And they will win this ball game. 15 seconds left. 28-27 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. My goodness. Victory formation for the Vikings and Lair. Lair takes the snap, kneels down, and that is that. The Vikings move to 3-0 on the season. Lomira drops to 1-2, and despite a 200-plus yard performance from Turner Wagner and a terrific rushing and passing performance from quarterback Connor Steers, the Lions are going to somehow leave this field without a win. They'll move to 1-2, 0-1 in flyway play. Vikings 3-0 and 1-0 in flyway play. 0-1 for the Lions, pardon me. Upcoming next, the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. That's next, right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. What a game. What a game. 28-27 the final. We're going to take a timeout, come back with that post-game show. Hope you'll stay with us here on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Muthig Industries in Fond du Lac would like to wish your local high school sports team best of luck this season. Muthig Industries is one of the area's top full-service manufacturers of precision metal stampings, laser cuttings, production machining and turning, tool and die manufacturing, and custom metal fabrication products. Muthig Industries is a third-generation family-owned company that started in 1965. To find out more, visit muthigindustries.com. Good luck to all area athletes from your team at Muthig Industries, 33 East Larson Drive, Fond du Lac.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Deb. I have come here today for advanced arthritis in my knees. Before, I had a lot of trouble walking, doing stairs, getting in and out of my car, just your basic day-to-day stuff. Since I am walking stairs without handrails, I can get in and out of a chair. I can be a functioning person again. Please go to New Medical Center in Waupun.
Go to newmedicalctr.com. Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757. Your health is our mission.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Apply now to qualify for the SABRE Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The SABRE Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marionuniversity.edu/apply.
Condex Corporation in Lomira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their second and third shifts in various roles: assembler, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Lomira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Apply now to qualify for the Sabre Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marion University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The Sabre Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marion University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marionuniversity.edu/apply.
Welcome back here to Lomira, Wisconsin, Lomira High School, the site of tonight's Flyway Conference contest between the Lions and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings. And just talking up here and off during the break off air and just saying, man, looked like this was done and dusted with 5 minutes left. And not to be. The Vikings able to snatch away a 1-point, 28-27 victory to start off this Flyway Conference season undefeated at 1-0 and stay undefeated on the season. They're 3-0 now, are the Vikings, and send the Lions to a 1-2 start to their season. And wow, unbelievable. This is the Fox Valley Savings Bank postgame show. Looking for a loan with no hassle? We can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank. That's Fox Valley Savings Bank. And, wow, just, I'll tell you what, the Vikings just broke down their huddle from the south end zone here on the road at Lomira, and I could hear their chant from down here. There was no quit. And that's what you got to say about Coach Kevin Lair's crew, was there was no quit. And it probably starts right up at the top with Sam Lair. And Sam was out there, and it got to a point where we said the Vikings got to go quick. And my goodness, did they ever. We'll talk about Lair a little bit later on. We're trying to find a Marion University player of the game. We'll get to that in just a second. Let's start with the BCI Burke play of the game. BCI Burke now hiring in different departments and shifts. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's BURKE careers.com. BCI Burke play of the game has to be the 42-yard touchdown strike from Sam Lair to Noah Gensler with 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock. Lair went back to pass, and a couple of coaches in the booth next to us, and they were shouting, and all you had to do was look downfield and see Noah Gensler wide open. And I talked about it in the previous possession. It's just you can't hold Noah Gensler down for a whole game. At least teams haven't been able to so far this season. Gensler's scored in every game. He had 2 touchdowns tonight. 91 yards for Noah Gensler, 2 touchdowns. But that 42-yard strike, our BCI Burke play of the game. Now, I'll say that's the play of the game. If the Vikings don't turn it back around and Lair doesn't find Gensler on the 2-point conversion, we're talking about a Lions play perhaps. That is the play of the game because they sneak out a 1-point victory in that scenario. But Lair had his face mask grabbed, knew he had a free play, found Gensler on a little bit of a broken down pocket situation on that 2-point conversion and got the 1-point lead for the Vikings. How about the Marion University player of the game? Marion University has many different programs to choose from. Log on to marionuniversity.edu to get started today. The Marion University player of the game Well, it's probably got to be Gensler. 91 yards, 2 touchdowns. He scored both touchdowns when the Vikings were down by 13. 31-yard strike from Sam Lair, and then the 42-yarder from Lair. Again, all coming in the final 5 minutes or so of this one. So Gensler's our Marion University player of the game, but you got to give an assist to Sam Lair. How about this for the final 4 possessions for Lair tonight? 5 for 8, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also ran for 19 yards and a couple of key first downs on those possessions as well. So the final 4 possessions, 5 for 8, 150 yards, 3 scores for Sam Lair. Noah Schumacher had 65 yards receiving for the Vikings and scored one of their other touchdowns on that 53-yard screen pass. On the Lions side, got to give a lot of credit to Turner Wagner. Wagner finished the game over 200 yards, had 3 touchdowns for the Lions. Felt like he's got to feel like, man, the Lions did enough to get a Flyway Conference win tonight, but the no-quit Vikings, they kept battling back. All right, we are going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we will have our AirTech next game broadcast. Talk about that. We'll be up at Fruth tomorrow, talk a little bit about Springs Laconia. That coming up next on the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. 28-27 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. The last little bit of the show coming up next. You're watching Flyway Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes. Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
We've all got one, the junk drawer. Batteries, paper clips, old power cords, things that on their own are useful, but together make a mess. It's easy to let our investments accumulate the same way. When was the last time you really sat down and reviewed whether or not your current investments continue to match your overall objectives and risk tolerance? When was the last time your investment advisor proactively evaluated your investments?
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net. Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Welcome back here. 28-27, the final score between the Vikings and the Lions. Just a quick tip of the hat to both Turner Wagner and and Connor Steers. Want to get you their exact number, at least exact on my part, which is completely unofficial, but 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, 200 exactly for Turner Wagner, and that's not including what he did through the air, which he had several catches as well. So well over the 200-yard mark was Turner Wagner, and then Connor Steers, 126 yards on the ground, including his touchdown. How about AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Tomorrow night, Laconia at St. Mary's Springs, Ruth Field, 7 p.m. Looking forward to this one. Springs, last Saturday, talk about pulling one out of the jaws of defeat, thought they might suffer their first loss on the season as they were down late to Darlington, but came back and able to beat the Redbirds and move to 2-0 on the season. 2 impressive wins for Springs, the number 1 team in Division 6. And, taking on the Laconia Spartans. Laconia 1-1 on the season, 27-20 win over Watoma, and 28-21 loss to Marquezan at home a week ago. So that's coming up tomorrow. That's our AirTech next game broadcast tomorrow night. I'll be along with you then. Hope you'll join us and see one of the, what with Mayville and WLA wants to put themselves in that conversation, but what is part of the class of the Flyway Conference in St. Mary's Springs Academy. That's our next game broadcast. Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. Going to wrap it up here from Lomira High School. 28-27, Jordan King saying so long. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Our sports brought to you by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Somehow, the Vikings are 3-0 in this season and 1-0 in Flyway Conference play. They beat the Lions 28-27, and you are watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Good night.
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Fondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Brademan Stone Landscape, the offices of Everson and Gibbs, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center, Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly, DDS,
Condex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Burke, Marian University.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com.